and then it launched a lot of guys' career. Idris Elba, of course, Michael B. Jordan. I thought Avon, the Barksdale character, his real Woody Harrison. I thought he would be bigger, but he's one of the best actors I've seen in a long time. And I don't know what he's doing right now, but yeah. And then of course the Nolte, bushy top, the detective. He's been in a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, we're live right now.
Are we live? Okay. All right. So yeah, man. We just waiting for Red Infamy. Did somebody send Red Infamy the link?
I think Hard8 might be. I don't know.
Okay, all right. So the guest, we're gonna get to the intros. When we do the intros, nerds, so you can plug your channel. You got a dope channel. I like the way you do the movie reviews and stuff like that, and even your podcast. Just plug that stuff, that information. And Smooth know what to do. We're gonna tell Smooth to do it first anyway. He's kind of like Smooth is not a regular, but he's a
reoccurring guest.
Yeah.
Is Cycle coming?
Yeah, he'll be a little bit late.
Yeah, Candace said she'll be here in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think Candace is probably canvassing the chat.
Yo, what up?
What up?
Yo, what up?
What's up? What's
happening? Yeah, Candace says she's gonna be about 5 minutes late. If she shows up. And Red Infamy is on the way. She had to make a phone call.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, we here.
She part of them S9 Bloods or whatever. Okay, that's what it is. Phone call, right?
You stupid.
Blood gang. We here. Did he mute his mic?
Hello? The fuck?
Did we lose audio? What's going on?
The dude you just heard was the host. The dude with the North Philly accent. Sound like he just ate a cheesesteak.
Yo, what up? What happened?
Yeah, you back? All right.
We live right now. Now I was doing something. Yo, shout outs to the chat, man. Shout outs to all the mods. Hold it down. What's good, man? Episode, where we at? 63? Yeah, we chugging along, man. Episode 63. We getting it done. I've been perfect this year, man. I just think y'all should know that. I think the chat should understand that's a big deal.
So have I.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been on time though? Everybody been on time?
Every time.
I don't think so, player.
Okay.
Nigga, how you not gonna be perfect? You're the host.
Yo. Listen.
That's some ultimate nigga shit if you ain't on time.
Listen, that's why. Listen, it's a big deal, man. It's a big motherfucking deal. Man. You dig? Candace was on Luca podcast last night.
Again?
Are you serious?
That's what I seen in the chat. I don't know if it's
real. Why you say it again like that?
But she has before.
Starting to see a trend.
All right, that's the shift.
So what you're saying is she's showing up on time for others but us, huh? That's what you're saying?
Not just that. We need another female here. She feel like it's too many dicks in this podcast.
I'm working. Hey, your boy's working. Trust me.
She like two genders, so it's all good.
Excuse me?
What
Hey, I'm just trying to get a complimentary female to Candace. Make no mistake about it.
They asked if Rant could be in the podcast.
Yo, look who showed the fuck up. Wow. Damn, welcome.
I did tell you I was going to, and I kept you in the loop. Don't ask.
Welcome.
Let me switch my energy up real quick.
Welcome. Welcome. I don't think we got no gay topics this week, so you safe, Candace. Welcome.
I'm safe every week, to be honest.
Last week.
Okay.
Yo,
well, you guys not talking about the queer eye actor who's living with AIDS?
Nah,
I don't know about that.
It's the actor who was part of the show and he came out and said he had HIV.
Yeah, I seen the headline, but I ain't know who he was or where he was from and shit.
Is it from the American version? Because I'm not gonna lie, I loved that show. So I'm gonna Google it right now.
It's Candace. We know you love all that type of shit. We know.
No, you don't know that because I still
don't
haven't
know
watched
that.
Whatever. No,
That's
you
why
don't.
you ducked last week.
don't.
You still haven't watched whatever. What is whatever?
Yeah.
Huh?
You say you still don't watch whatever.
I think it's called Moonlight. That's the one, right? Moon something.
Ain't nobody up in here watch that shit.
I don't even know what the fuck that
I'm trying to say that I would love that movie, and I still haven't watched it. So, and just so you know, most of the movies that they make just for lesbians and gay people are trash. So,
hey, Candace, did you happen to catch any of last week's show?
I did not. No, sorry.
Yeah, we bet.
What?
We bet.
Nah.
Well, who won the bet?
We bet you didn't. We bet you did.
Well, who won the bet?
What bet you talking about?
Gilbert, man.
No, we talking about we had a heavy topic.
You think I didn't watch just because of Malik Yoba?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about you. We need to talk about that today.
No, we ain't talking about none of that today.
Well, we gotta talk about that again for. We already talked about that 2 weeks
We didn't get Candace's opinion on it.
Yeah, we got to talk about that again? Like, really?
Nah.
Yo, shout out to Candace. She's smart and strategic. Let's go.
So you said
she definitely
I
ducked.
know that's what y'all think.
Hey,
You can
put
think
them ducks in
whatever
the
you
chat for
Go.
Candace. Put them ducks in the chat for Candace. She definitely ducked last week.
Y'all tripping.
That's
Hey,
a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's
Do
a
what you gotta
fact.
do.
That's a fact, shorty. Hey, listen, shorty, you ducked last week, but it's okay. We still love you. You know what I'm saying? You know what
I mean, okay.
Yeah, you
We'll
ducked.
rock with it.
Yeah, you ducked.
No, I didn't, but
You
okay.
did. You did.
I didn't.
It's all
I
Bob
good.
and weave, baby. Bob and weave. You got to slip that. You know what I'm saying? Slip
It's
that
how
in.
you perceive it,
Bob
then
and weave,
okay.
baby.
But it sounds like
You know
I
what I'm
won. So
I like that. Oh shit, I do that too. Bob and weave.
Hey, Bob and weave player. Hey, let's get to this. Let's get to these intros, man. Yeah, let's start off with the guests, man. Go ahead, Kid Smooth.
What's up, everybody? It is the best bot.
That shit
We
going
do
down.
plugs at the beginning or the end.
Go ahead, man. Just do your
What?
thing, man. Just do your thug thing.
Yeah, you know, catch me on YouTube, you know, and then please, you know, follow me on mixer.com/IamKidSmooth. So
Please
I'm
watch
sorry, I
this
didn't mean to
nigga.
laugh
Please watch this nigga. I'm tired of going to his mixer to be 3 people, man. Watch this nigga, man. This shit is crazy.
Get over there, man.
why are people using Mixer? But I'm sorry.
Yo, he getting destroyed on these games, man. Like, he needs some type of compensation for the pain. Watch this nigga, man. Serious. It'll be 3 people, man. For real. It'll be comments every 30 minutes. Like, come on, man. Watch this nigga.
Hey man, hey, you gotta crawl before you walk,
Oh, God,
baby.
you're gonna make me
You know what I'm
shut up.
saying?
Crawl.
It's gonna be big things.
Crawl.
It's gonna be big things, baby.
This nigga can't even hold his head
You
up.
gotta crawl before you
He
walk.
can't even hold his head up. He's still drooling on himself. What you talking about? This nigga's still in the womb. What are you talking about?
Watch that shit blow up.
Yo, he's
blow up,
still
baby.
in the womb. You talking about crawl before you walk. This nigga ain't even been delivered yet.
They talking about he gotta get here first.
Oh man.
Shit crazy. All right, and who this other guy we got in here?
Nerd Soul, man. Nerd Soul specialist, movie extraordinaire. Hey, go ahead, man. Hit him with your stuff. Plug your channel. You know how you do.
Yo, what up, what up? NERD, SOUL, doing my thing. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, iHeartRadio, podcast, all that stuff. Check me out on that Apple Music. But most of the time, like I said, YouTube, Hip Hop Geek, put it together.
So are you an NERD fan? Is that what the name is about?
Well, glad you brought that up. I'm from Virginia, VA, 2 up, 2 down. Yes, I love NERD. Yes, I love Timberland. Yes, I love Missy. So I'd have to
That's
say
so-
that is affirmative.
Do you record music or something like that?
Yeah, I got songs too. Don't sleep. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, can you get that mic that you use? Can you get that mic? The mic that you use to record music. Get that mic. 'Cause that mic you using right now, that thing sounding crazy. Can you get the mic you use for recording?
What you on, man? You got a Yeti? You got a Yeti?
That ain't no
Nah,
Yeti. That ain't no Yeti.
This is straight from the LG Bluetooth.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
So
that ain't no Yeti.
LG gonna have to cut the L on this one.
Yo, we need that studio mic. If you could switch to a better mic, it'd be much appreciated. We already got to deal with tons of background noise.
I'm gonna hook y'all up. I'm gonna get y'all. Hold up.
Good.
All right.
Are any Bluetooth headphones mics good?
No.
Like, serious question.
No.
I didn't think so.
He was on a fucking gas station mic over the intercom. Clean up on aisle 6. Clean up.
Hey, man, special guest. Damn.
No,
Everybody getting this work. Shit.
All right.
Yo, who we got? Who
All
up
right,
next?
go ahead, Candace.
What the fuck? Wait, hold on. What the fuck was that?
Yo, who? Come on, man. The
That
glass of
wasn't me,
ice and
so
all that
don't
shit.
even-
Drew,
don't
was that you,
even
my
start.
guy?
That probably was Drew.
Fuck, I ain't even say nothing.
You know, his girl like making loud noise. Like,
Yeah.
hey, we don't need your girl tap dancing this week. You know what I mean? Tell her to sit her ass down somewhere this week. For real, though. She back there.
Like somebody dropping dishes and shit in this background.
All right, go ahead. Since Candace was ducking, go ahead, Candace. You can go. You can go with your intro.
No, give me
What the fuck?
What the fuck? A ukulele?
That
Yeah.
shit crazy. That had to be Dark Cloud. That had to be Dark
No,
Cloud.
my mic's been muted the whole time. Fall back.
That was
Niggas
good. That
about
was
to
you.
play the
That
Godfather anthem.
That wasn't me, by the way, because my mic was definitely muted.
Yo, motherfuckers always, I mean, like, it's cool. Go ahead, Candace, with your intro. Hello? Candace, any day now.
All right, sorry, I had my mic muted because there's stuff going on, but I'm back, so y'all can stop tripping.
All right, cool. Somebody live on a construction site or some shit. Like, I don't what the fuck is going on.
That mic.
Somebody got a hard hat.
That mic, dog.
Somebody got a hard hat and a
Somebody
hammer in the
wrestling.
background. Like, this shit crazy. What you building, player? Fuck is Minecraft in real life? What the fuck is going on, man?
Oh, man. You can't make this up, man.
Go ahead,
you can't
Melon.
make this shit up.
Go ahead, Melon. Your turn.
Yo, it's Melon. Follow me on Twitter.
All right. Go ahead, Drew. Hello?
Drew?
What happened?
Oh, y'all can hear me? My bad.
Yo, man.
James,
What's
check
up,
out my
man? What's
channel.
up, Drew?
Yo.
James, check out my channel.
Yo, hold on. Somebody said, is everything good with the joint? Hold up.
Yeah, I see like the buffering loading screen. Like it's like.
All right.
Yeah, I
My
see
mic
the
was
same thing.
muted. What's going on? I
It seems
wasn't
like
actually
everything on
listening.
point
Then what
right
happened?
now.
Oh, okay.
Everything on point. The stream is back, or is it still buffering? Oh, it's good now? All right, cool. We good. God damn, this shit crazy. Yo, we good? We live? Let me make sure.
Yeah, we still live. Yeah, we good.
All right, cool. All right, go ahead, Ravish.
Hey, man, you know what it is. Hit me on Twitter. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the trolls, too. Shout out to the special guest, Nerd Soul, Kid Smooth, Red Infamy. Let's go.
All right. We get to Drew yet? Drew? No, we did Drew already.
Yeah, we did Drew. Dark
All right,
Cloud.
go ahead, Dark Cloud.
That was good, everybody. Let's get it.
All right, so here we are, man. I think I got everybody. Yeah, I did. We here, episode 63. We'll get red once you get up in here. Episode 63. We got some things to talk about. A lot of shit on the menu, man. So let's just kick it right off. Tuesday is a big day, man. What y'all think? The Last of Us 2. What y'all think we gonna get? A release date?
Release date and gameplay.
What y'all think we get?
I just want a release date, honestly. We already seen gameplay. I'm so
I want to see more. I want to see more.
You getting that Death Stranding treatment. You're gonna get the release date, the pre-order, and all that stuff, and some updated gameplay.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna be their like defining state of play, since they're like, on average not that good.
They've been trash.
So if you're getting it, so you can be happy that week.
Am I getting what?
He definitely getting the Last of Us 2. Who ain't getting it?
I by
I mean,
default
didn't
I'm
you say
getting
Bleeding
it.
Edge is also coming out that week? I saw that tweet. You look kind of hurt.
Yeah,
She want that smoke. She want that smoke.
No, it was
She-
just kind
she's
of
trying
funny.
to
I'm
go
not
out
gonna lie. I
swinging.
didn't want to reshare it and cause drama, but it was funny. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
was pretty funny. I seen that shit.
Go ahead. Defend yourself, Smooth.
No, like I think like Bleeding Edge is gonna be released at like that same week.
They better
That's
not do
always
that.
been my thought. Yeah, but
they gonna cut the hell.
They better not do that.
It'll be hilarious if they do.
I
I'm
just
not
hope.
gonna lie.
I'd rather it's Bleeding Edge that come out that month than like a Battletoads. Because if that happened, I might cry.
Well, nobody likes Battletoads.
Nobody gonna really. Battletoads ain't
Smooth. You really smooth. Are you? I know you ain't doing this, though. Come on, man.
What? No. I'm not saying that. Oh no, I'm hurt that Battletoads. No, I'd rather Battletoads a game that I really don't.
Hey, you know,
I'd rather for Microsoft's sake. I think a more relevant title would be Bleeding Edge to put out in like February than like a Battletoads.
You know, I just thought of something.
I feel like you're saying.
Hey, Smooth, what you do with that $5 that Melon paid you to get unblocked? What you do with that money?
Damn, what did I do that? No, I think I used it part of the renewed Game Pass.
Oh, that's what's up.
What?
That's what's up.
Okay. All right.
Money well spent. Money well spent. Money well spent, man. He can't be blocked no more, right? That's a lifetime.
He can't be blocked. Yeah,
okay.
I can say all types of wild shit.
Oh, that's what you wanted. Melon happy and shit. That $5 was well spent. I can say all types of wild shit. I spent that $5 right. That's
really not something you should have let him buy from you, Smooth.
All right. Let me ask Smooth this while he's here.
Yeah.
Hey, Kid Smooth, what's your favorite PlayStation exclusive
currently?
Oh, good question.
No, like ever.
Yeah, just of all time.
Ever? Like, damn, that's a hard fucking one. I got three in three different genres.
Okay.
The Getaway, Ratchet and Clank, and SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain.
Nigga, what?
What is the Getaway?
Here Comes the Pain was fire.
SmackDown.
A lot of people think the origins of GTA was from Getaway.
All right, what about this gen? How about that?
This gen? Shit. It's probably either. I would say. Oh, damn. See, that's hard too.
Bloodborne?
Really?
Bloodborne made me a lot of money, but I won't say it's my favorite game. I would say,
boy, you know damn well you had fun playing that shit.
Did you win the Bloodborne challenge?
Yeah, that was like the only challenge I won.
Oh,
yeah.
Congratulations! I didn't know.
I would say my favorite is probably Uncharted.
Which one?
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Hold on, let me get to the super chat. Shout outs to Michael. He says Smooth needs to stream the original game.
What original game?
I don't know what game.
I think he's talking about.
Last of Us or what?
Oh, I don't know. Never mind.
No idea.
Ratchet and Clank?
Nah, he's talking about the original Battletoads.
Nah, he ain't about that.
Hell no.
He ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? That's one challenge he would not complete.
What?
You guys, I just
the original
want you to
Battletoads.
Are still 3-0, even
Oh
without.
my god, no one cares.
Hold on, what'd she say?
The Patriots are 3-0. Like
Candace, we don't talk sports with you.
God.
Like, just ignore her when she talks sports. Yo, anytime she mentions sports, ignore. We didn't hear. La 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 la. La 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 la.
God damn it.
La la la.
Her and Smooth both.
We got. All right, you pick them right. Got some intelligent people in here.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah, we got
one
fucking.
without AB again.
Man.
Let's go.
Kid Smooth.
We got bandwagons up
man.
here.
It's patched.
We got two bandwagons up in this motherfucker. All right.
Well, at least
I've been a lifetime Patriots fan.
No, at least
Lifetime,
Smooth is
okay.
from at least Smooth is next to the
He's from there.
motherfucker.
He's from that area.
And
Yeah.
been a fan forever.
Yo, did y'all see that Stephen A. Smith video clip I reshared?
Yeah. Anyway,
We
So
don't
what
care.
you were saying, Smooth? Battletoads, what? Somebody's talking about sports. We don't talk sports.
You're talking about Last of Us and Battletoads?
Yeah. Get back to that, Smooth. We don't
Don't
talk
make
sports.
me make my profile picture the Patriots hat.
Oh my god.
Ignore her, y'all. Ignore her. Go ahead, Smooth. What you were saying, player?
No. Somebody was saying I couldn't beat.
Oh, the original Battletoads. Yeah, that's not happening. You
Is that hard?
Yeah, it's official.
Yeah, it is pretty hard.
It's official.
It's pretty hard, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely official, man. But so yeah, Tuesday we got The Last of Us. I think it's 4 p.m. EST. The rest of the time,
You know what else
y'all
is
can
that
figure it
Tuesday?
out. What else?
No,
What?
What?
Inside Xbox, baby.
Ain't nobody watching that shit, nigga.
Hold on, when is Inside Xbox? Tuesday?
Tuesday, same day.
Ain't nobody watching that bullshit.
That's
Stop
not-
it.
yeah, what they gonna bring? What they got? Nothing.
You gonna be the only viewer, Smooth.
One viewer.
They dumb as hell to schedule that day. They probably,
Smooth gonna be the only motherfucker watching that shit.
That's the dumbest. That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, but in all fairness, I don't think how long has this September 24th state of play been known?
Smooth, that's not the point. They should have rescheduled as soon as PlayStation announced that they were announcing something about the Last of Us on
that would make them look weak, bro.
They already
moved. They need to keep it. They need to keep it.
Bro, makes them look stupid. Like,
Tuesday.
Who's washing dishes right now?
Yeah, I hear a lot of cleaning.
That's in the background. That's in somebody's background.
Yeah, man.
What happened? Somebody washing dishes?
Somebody washing dishes.
Yeah, shout out to Lionel. He said, land this talk about them Pats because them Chiefs going to take care of them this season.
I'm sorry. That's a fact. In the playoffs.
That's a fact. Hey, shout out to Lionel Bulgin. Hey, that's true.
Hold on. Nah. I love me some Patty Mahomes, but the Chief defense ain't cutting it, B. You see that Patriots defense?
And you know how they not talking about Tyreek Hill, even though they was mad as fuck about AB? Please shut up. Please shut up.
Yeah.
Are we done? Are y'all done?
Can we get back to the last
shout out to who's ever eaten a bag of fucking pork rinds.
All right. Who is that? That's Drew. That's right, Drew.
It's either Drew or Candace.
It's Drew. It's gotta be Drew, dog.
It's gotta be Drew. It's Drew. He quiet right now. That's Drew and shit. He always eating and shit. Yeah, that's definitely Drew.
Clipping toenails and shit.
Hey, yo, hit the motherfucking like button for the background noise, man. Every week it's a guess. You know what I mean? Hit the like button for the background noise.
What you mean it's a guess? It's our
permanent member. My bad. It's a permanent member. You know what I'm saying? Background noise. Shit is crazy. But yeah, Tuesday is going to be a big day. Inside Xbox should cancel. Nobody's going to be checking for that. Speaking of Xbox, and this could be a good segue. Gears have lost half of their players on Steam.
That's not saying much.
I think it lost half. I think it lost a lot of the players throughout.
Before that,
most people played the story and they done, and they moved on. Which I think I beat the story in 5 hours too. Short ass story. Yeah, man.
That's kind of crazy because Gears, that's always been the multiplayer game as far as I'm aware.
It really
I'm pretty sure people like me who play campaigns have always been like, maybe not the minority, but definitely like the 40-60 split, you know? So it's crazy that Gears has kind of fallen off so much that people are only playing the story and not the multiplayer. I've never liked Gears, but I'm just speaking as an observer. That's interesting to me.
Nah, they're not playing the multiplayer. The multiplayer is not that easy to get into. Smooth know that. Get mopped. If you ain't good at games, you will get mopped. It's pretty hardcore, and the people that play it, it's pretty difficult. Plus, it ain't really shit in the multiplayer. You know what I mean? It's bare bones.
It's not.
Due to it being on Game Pass, they fucking nickel and diming us to death. Ain't shit to unlock. The Tour of Duty is trash. Don't nobody want no spotters, no flags, and all this dumb shit. It's just...
it's annoying when people don't play the objective.
They got me playing single player right now, and I'm playing fucking Max Payne 3. So that shit's fire too. But anyway, yeah, Smooth. What you think about that?
Fire
Smooth?
Emblem is fire. Ignore Heart 8 and get yourself a Switch.
No, I'm good. I don't play no Nintendo trash.
Shit. All right, get out.
What you think about it, Smooth? What you think about what's going on with Gears?
Well, my thoughts is like, I mean, I understand, like, I don't know what's going on a console side of things, but like, I'm still playing it and I haven't dropped it yet.
Wait, hold on. You really gonna ask this nigga this? He gave the game a 9.8. Like, no.
Did you even re-up yet? You're not even playing it as much as you hype it up.
Well, I got a full-time job, sir.
They always go there.
Hold on. And I am assisting my childhood friend get through the campaign, so I'm playing through the campaign again. So no, for real. I mean, I mean, that's what it does with games.
Excuses. Yeah, excuses.
But no, yeah, it's as far as like, I still don't believe it should have been a Steam, honestly.
Anytime, let me just say something, right? Anytime a person is talking about games and people bring up employment, you already know what it is.
Fact.
I play a lot of games, bro. I play a whole lot of games.
I travel a lot. I'm barely ever home. So what that mean?
No, that's just what niggas use to make excuses. They always talk about how much they work, like as if everybody doesn't work.
Use that excuse, DC.
As if everybody doesn't work.
Huh?
I said you have to use that excuse.
Oh yeah, he definitely has.
God of War.
Exactly.
It's a,
hey, hold on. Let me get the
super chat. He's
get it.
Okay, I was gonna say, Tronigy, any given background noise. Hey man, he trying to platinum his life, baby. You know.
Boy. Y'all cut that out.
Roberts, did you see that tweet? That laugh is hilarious.
Yo, gamers
I
gamers make time because everybody works. We make time to do what we got to do.
Okay, well, what if you literally in and out of hotels?
I'm sorry, I don't base my life on what if, sir.
I'm talking about other people's jobs that are literally traveling.
I mean, we ain't talking about them. We talking about people that's here. We ain't talking about widows. We talking about the people here.
Okay, well, I'm that person that's always in and out of a hotel.
And then you say that you play multiple games.
Yo, you on some next level shit, Dark Cloud.
Yeah.
They got traveling janitors now? When the fuck did that start? Like,
You know it, baby.
that is crazy. This nigga got a golden broom. You are the man.
Hey, man.
But
good money for little work.
Listen, fucking Smooth, you always streaming. You have no excuse, dog. You're not playing Gears
Yeah,
as much as you should.
But what else am I playing? Every time I play, I'm playing Gears.
I
haven't put any other. I haven't like launched any other game. Like right now, I'm playing
Borderlands. You was playing Borderlands.
Yeah, obviously that was one stream.
Hey, Smooth, can you please explain that 9.8?
The 9.8?
Yeah.
It was 2 points short of perfect.
What, nigga? What the fuck? I'm sorry, but when a game launches and the fucking online stats are incorrect and fucking crashing, like, nah, that is
people not getting their achievements for finishing chapters.
That ain't no fucking 2 points.
That was
perfect.
a
Fuck
feeling
out of
score.
here.
That was a feeling score. Cut it out.
We know what it is. Come on, man. We know what it is. Hey, it's a lot of people jumping ship. I seen Smooth. You had a problem with a lot of people announcing when they jump ship.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that shit. Thank you for saying that, Hard8. I appreciate the way you just put that. He said I have no issue with anybody bring that to light, especially if you do it how he just said it. He said exactly. Said what I did and why. All right.
But do you understand that he said jump ship? People don't jump ship.
No, the announcement. Why they got to
announce? That's the thing.
Oh, the announcement.
Yeah, I don't care if people jump ship, but people will sit there. They need all the attention in the world. I need somebody to kiss my ass today.
Let me ask y'all. Let me say this. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all? I believe that it's definitely some type of form of clout chasing. How do y'all feel about people that announce that they leave an Xbox for another platform?
It's for fucking attention.
I was just about to say, I agree with Kiss Smooth because whenever I drop a game, I don't tell nobody about it.
Yeah, exactly. And then to be some big announcement, like it's
people find out if they ask me if I'm playing the game.
Right. So y'all think when people announce, "Hey, I'm dropping my Xbox for another console," y'all do agree that that's clout chasing?
That's clout chasing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why it's funny to me because they're still in the console war and they don't even realize it.
I was on.
It's stupid in the first place.
That money, if Xbox came on top, they would be like, "Oh, I'm switching back to the Xbox."
Absolutely.
Was the funny. You know what I find funny is the people that were Xbox cocksuckers that are now PlayStation cocksuckers. I was on Twitter earlier and I seen the Red Dragon. Remember when he tried to come for me and I gave him that work? Because he was saying that the Xbox was going to be. Remember he was talking about the Xbox was going to be as powerful as fucking.
He edited your voice as well.
Yeah, he tried to. I mean, yeah, he had to get that work. And now he done jumped shit.
The cloud thing.
Yeah, now the cloud shit. He talking about the cloud was gonna be as strong as 100x. All this retarded shit. I gave him that work.
He was one of those people?
Yeah, he was one of them people. Yeah. He was one of them people. Now he's a PlayStation dick sucker. Wow. And that's just funny to me that they jump ship. It's like you go from being a fanboy from one piece of plastic to the next. And you know why they doing it. Because PlayStation is hot and it's clout chasing. Like niggas are clout chasing in corporate slavery. This shit is crazy.
Like Luca said, I just wish they had some self-awareness. Because
who
those
said?
same people will be like, like Luca said, I wish they had some self-awareness.
The jury's still out on her. The jury is still out on her.
She said it on Twitter. It was funny.
She says everything on Twitter.
She retweeted Mooch. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Ew.
Who?
Mooch.
We don't even
He's
want to.
worse. He's worse.
We don't even want to.
He's a byproduct.
He's a byproduct.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's funny. It's
a
funny.
byproduct.
Yeah, shout out to Lord Jermaine. He said, Candace, talk about Malik Yorba, no
Oh
ducking.
shit.
Let's see, we got Kenny Jones. Did you hear Monday Matt is false flagging again?
Oh damn, he back at it. He back
I
at it.
hate that motherfucker, bro.
He back at
I'm
it.
confused
Just let him
why
live,
people
man.
want
Just
me
let
to
him
talk
live.
about Malik Yoba when y'all basically feel like you know what I'm gonna say. That's dumb.
We
Well,
need to hear
because
what
you
said,
already
too.
know why. You ducked last week, and you know it was a hot topic. You dig that Breakfast
I
Club
mean-
interview? We wanted your take on what they were saying on that Breakfast Club interview.
Okay.
Did you watch it? Because I
Damn,
did send
how
it
does
to
it
you.
come on?
Did you watch
Did you
it?
watch it?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, of course you didn't. Hey, Ravish.
Wow.
Don't laugh, Ravish.
Wow.
Don't
Nigga
laugh.
Ravis. Nigga Ravis dying in the background and shit. Ravis, you stupid, dog.
I'm like, hey man, look, and you cannot knock her game. If she was a boxer, she would be Candace Mayweather. But
Hey, listen.
Crazy, man.
And so you telling me it's a coincidence she ducked last week and skipped the motherfucking interview? Wow.
yo, you got D.
It's called
Girl got
confirmation
G.
bias, but you know.
Yo.
So you really didn't watch that shit? Like, that's crazy.
That's a mean defense, fam.
I
Yo,
put
honestly,
in
I
the
ain't
chat
seen-
that I do not like Charlemagne. He is annoying. I said,
Yeah, but
as soon
that's-
as you
that's a
watched
fact.
it,
That he a
fact.
fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
but Charlamagne
That's a
really
fact.
ain't
don't
say
act like
shit
it's
during.
a surprise I didn't watch that shit. I don't
Nah,
watch the
but-
Breakfast
nah.
Club. They
But
are all
Charlamagne
obnoxious
really
to
ain't
me.
say shit. He barely said shit during the interview.
Yeah,
He
none
didn't
of
even
them
know he
did,
was
really.
straight. So nah, he would have been. You would
He
have liked
didn't, yeah, he
Charlamagne.
didn't
That,
even know if he was
you would have
straight.
liked him that day.
Yeah.
I would have liked him.
Yo.
You think so?
Yeah, that
I
day you
may
would have
watch
loved
it
him.
if I
This
have
is
time.
crazy. Like, I just.
I don't have a lot of time. Y'all don't realize I don't have a lot of time. So in my time that I do have, I want to watch things I care about.
Hold up,
Not
Shorty.
just hold
up,
on,
Shorty.
fall back. Did you not just come at me saying that I use the fact that I travel as an excuse?
No,
No.
Dr. Cloud. The difference is you use the fact that you travel as an excuse, and then you say that you play at home docked, which
Hold up,
is a
Candace.
contradiction.
Hold up, Candace.
I play at home.
We'll
In
come
my
around,
free
go
time,
around.
I want to watch things that I care about. I
Hold
either
on,
want to
let me
watch
get
things
this
that I
girl
care
real
about or
quick.
play things that I
Let me
care
get
about.
this girl real quick. You don't have much time, but yet you be arguing with random motherfuckers on Twitter all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
In my free time. Like it's either usually late at night, in between sessions at work, or a few hours when I get home while I'm eating. It's not all day.
Oh, so you be eating and tweeting at the same time?
What do you mean tweeting at the same time? That's what you said originally.
No, I said that's what you be doing. You be eating and tweeting at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that shit important. Okay. All right.
Cast. Welcome cast,
I
baby.
mean, we all
Hey, we
care
got-
about different things.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah.
because of what they was talking about. Like,
It's just that's not a priority to me. I don't think you understand that. Like that's not something that I feel the need to like, oh, this is important. Let me watch this. I don't actually care enough.
You got it.
Life comes at you a
This
little
girl,
bit. Hey,
this
let's get
girl.
this.
This girl, let me get this super chat.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the Ash and Luca. She said, I'm definitely the most sketch person in the community. You love to see it. No, we don't love to see it.
No, we
shout out to
definitely
the,
don't love to see it.
Nah.
shout out to
Nah, we good.
shout out to the panel and great show so far. See,
I wish I could like put gifs in the chat because I
Luca
would
is
put that
Luca
Oprah
is
gift
so
when she's
supportive.
galloping.
Luca is
You
so
mad?
supportive, and that's why I be ignoring her tweets
Hold
for
on,
the
hold
most
on.
part.
Was Luca here last week?
No. Wait, what do you
Ironically,
mean?
ironically,
In
she's
the
here when
comments?
Candace is here.
What a coincidence.
Oh, so what you saying? Something going on behind the scenes?
Oh shit.
Oh, come on, y'all.
Not the
Come
one you're
on.
married to, but the one in Utah.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Whoa,
okay with the pull up. Okay. Candace Mayweather. I told you, man.
Hold on, Dark Cloud got a wife in Utah? Who the hell is that?
Wait, what she
Nessie?
said?
She said you got a wife in Utah.
Nessie. She talking about-
Oh my God! All right.
Hey, yo, shout out to
Shout out
Conscious
to-
Coon Killer. He said Landis and the Duck. And also shout out to Life and Time Podcast. He said I had to stop gaming to call out Candace Bull. All right? Damn. Damn, you shut Dark Cloud up. This nigga
I
quiet. Hold on, dog. You got a wife in Utah?
I ain't even. No, I ain't got no wife in no damn.
Yo, nigga sounding like Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo out this motherfucker.
Nah, watch out.
This nigga said, "Watch out now. Watch out now." Damn.
You right though. Candace is quick at dodging, my nigga.
Yo, I'm telling you, Candace Mayweather, man.
Damn, that's crazy. Watch out now. Don't get this nigga dark.
I'm just saying. You know, Luca wasn't here in the chat last week, but she here today.
That is strange. That is strange. That is strange. I'm gonna be real with you. That's a little strange. I'm gonna be real with you. That's a little strange. What you doing, Candace? Was you on her show yesterday? Was you on her show yesterday?
I wasn't. No. I worked all day.
What the fuck?
I heard that.
Let's not even ask.
No, that's not me. I don't listen to that.
That was definitely.
I don't know what that was, but I don't listen to that.
You're the only one to blame music.
If you hear some G-Funk, some West Coast shit, then you can say, okay, that's Ravish.
That
but
sound like your speakers.
I don't know what that was.
That sound like hold on. We got a doorman in the background. Go ahead, player. Let the people in.
Something's going on.
Go ahead, let the people in, man. We got a doorman in the background. Go ahead, let them in, player. This shit crazy.
Shout out to Clizzle of 420.
Wait, DC, was that you?
That was a Scooby Doo
Nah,
song.
it's not me.
Man.
You know they ain't
need to watch.
Hold on.
Related to topics.
Hold on. DC ain't got no doors in his house. You talking about was that DC? He ain't got no doors. What the fuck?
Hey, what up, nerd? Hey, nerd. So I think you tried to say.
Hey, nerd, what'd you say?
Nerd?
Oh, I said before the chat even gets started. Nah, that won't me.
Oh, shit.
That's definitely not me, man. I'm playing.
Yo,
Monster.
shout out to the super chat. That's a good point. Candace needs to watch content related to topics. That's a fact.
This is literally the only thing I have. If y'all all the way back, I swear to God.
Okay, Ash and Luca. Shout out to Ash and Luca. She says, I'm always donating to the show. Fall back,
That's
DC.
not what I said. Nice ducking, nice fucking ducking time. That's not what I said. I said you wasn't in the comments section last week, but you here now when Candace is here.
Is the word of the day duck? That's all y'all saying, I swear.
You mad? You mad. You're duck. That's what it is.
I'm so mad.
Listen, Candace might be
super mad right now.
Yo, if Candace had an Apple Watch right now, that shit would tell her ass to breathe.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm not breathing either. That's why I'm talking right now.
Candace may be Luca's favorite, so it's all good. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's everybody got their
possible,
favorites,
you know
right?
I mean?
Like,
you know, it's all good. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Ash and Luca for showing up, man. Thank you for the support, Ashton. But you need to relax on your retweets. Don't be retweeting Mooch and Crap Gamer and all them like
retweeting frauds out here.
You know what I mean? Tripping. But anyway.
Tripping. Your voice cracked and everything. That was funny.
Hey, shout out to Game Wiz. He said the background noise is a podcast member. LOL. That's a fact.
I said that already.
He's like it.
Yeah.
All right, so
it's funny too, because when I checked all my background shit, now it's consistent. Like, and that's weird. Funny shit.
Oh, you talking about all the noise you used to make?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how my stuff used to be back in the day?
Crickety ass fucking chair and shit.
That chair. Yeah, that shit was funny.
So happy it's not you anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I checked everything. Yeah, but I don't know about the Partridge Family music. That ain't me.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Hey, all right, so let's do a little bit more gaming, man. So I did a AGS Lite, you know what I'm saying, and I was talking about the dude that had the tweets talking about how gamers are losers. I'm definitely gonna get.
Did you tweet about that?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna read what he said. I'm gonna read what he said. We're definitely gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get y'all take on it. I just gotta find it. But basically, he said he had a lot to say, man, and it seems like maybe he lost his girl to a gamer or something like that. He seems very upset. But I'm gonna read his tweets, and then we can go from there, man. Everybody can chime in. Smooth, you still there? Everybody there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So he went by the name of AJA Cortez or something like that. His tweet pretty much went viral. A lot of pro gamers were commenting on it and letting them know that they make more money in a day than he does all year and shit like that. So I'm gonna read them. Let me get through it, and then we can talk about it. So everything I'm about to say is what he tweeted. So if it sounds retarded, it's what he tweeted. He said, video games are the absolute worst loser habit you could have. Hours and hours spent on an ultimately useless skill. Sitting and getting fatter and weaker, skinnier and paler. Completely impaired social skills. Video games make you a bottom tier subhuman. He then went on to tweet, I was watching some kids play Mortal Kombat yesterday at the mall. I wanted to play. There's no denying that games are perfectly engineered to please your brain. What's astonishing is how hundreds, thousands of hours can be invested in something that makes you a worse version of yourself. Years of life playing an artificial character. Zero real life accomplishment, but you feel like you did something. It's truly evil. But some people make money. Herder. You're still a skinny, fat, weak piece of shit. Oh yay, you got the respect of an army of pale zombies with no muscle mass and 23% body fat. Emperor of men who breathe through their mouth. What an accomplishment. Come tell me what a man you are for playing video games. You're stronger? No. Faster? No. Bigger? Well, you're making money and living life in the real world? Fuck no. Oh wait, all your accomplishments can be wiped out by deleting an account. Bullshit yourself as much as you like. Watch every weak ass
what I walked into.
Watch every weak ass dork come up with hurt feelings about this. You all know how shit is. Peak delusion. You're going to engrave your tombstone with your high score and how many kills you got. Wasted life. End of the rant on Twitter. Whew.
Can I go first?
That was loud. Yes, you can go for ladies first. Whoa! What the? Hold on. Somebody is living in a haunted house. Hold on. Somebody lives in a haunted house.
That was not me. That was not me.
Oh, wow.
Bro, what?
My God. It sounds like you're in a haunted house. God damn. Go ahead.
I'm willing to post. I'm not scary. But anyway, the point is, I literally was just talking about this. I've been thinking about this the past 2 weeks because I have a coworker. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, he's absolutely wrong. He's just completely wrong. Even a decade ago, there were articles coming out from medical journals saying that doctors who played games had better hand-eye coordination and were thus better doctors because of gaming. But it's even more than that. If you play video games, you have an ability to do lateral thinking. What does that mean? That means you can think outside of the box. When you go into a room in a game and they don't necessarily tell you what to do, I 100% bet none of you turn the game off. Why? Because you have critical thinking and you know how to solve problems. The only issue is that because people like this dude spend their whole day being bitter and mad about the fact that they spend all their time on Twitter or watching TV and not accomplishing shit, they make you think that those skills can't be translated outside of the video game. That's absolute bullshit. I use the skills I learned by gaming my whole life in the real world every day. Gaming allows you to be more social because you're spending all your time talking to people online. Gaming allows you to have critical thinking. Gaming allows you to make connections quickly that other people wouldn't be able to make. Absolutely, this guy is wrong. Absolutely, this guy is an idiot. I mean, even in his own rant, he said gaming makes you both fatter and skinnier. Dude, pick one. So, whatever. Ignore this dude.
Hold on. Super chat people, we will not be reading disrespectful super chats. Please keep it clean. Okay, go ahead, Dark Cloud.
Yeah. Oh no! Go ahead, DC.
Yeah, I was. Candace literally goddamn answered every fucking thing. But yeah, what she's saying is 100% correct. For instance, sometimes gaming can actually make you pick up an actual career. For instance, I didn't start skateboarding until I played my first Tony Hawk, and I actually got sponsored, started making money and stuff like that. I even joined the army based off of playing Call of Duty and shit like that. So you never know. Plus, a lot of the things that we do when we consider video games, in the military, some of your actual FTX training is done through a virtual reality simulator, and they're as accurate as fucking possible. Flight simulators are considered video games. And then on top of that, people that have actually played guitar here actually have better hand-eye coordination than most people. So she's 100% correct. And this person is just bitter because also you can make an entire career off of gaming. You could delete somebody's trophy, but if a person that's in esports making millions, you could delete this nigga's stats all you want. The fact is, there are people out there that know him, and he's actually created and made money off of this. And for instance, Fat, no one literally there. I mean, there's that one stereotype that there's niggas in the basement with Cheetos on his face, looking like he 800 pounds. There are those stereotypes that dudes are stink. But then there are stereotypes like me, Ravishing, and Mel and Matt that go to the gym and stay fit, but we still play video games. We still have accomplishments. We still went to college. We still literally did our entire lives, but we put heavy hours. I've got over 2,000, almost 3,000 hours of Monster Hunter, but I have a career, family, kids, and I travel, and I'm living good with a high credit score. So fuck out of here with that bullshit. That nigga's sad and depressed.
I want to add on to that. Video gaming is basically, it's overridden. Basically, movies is the number one source of entertainment in this country. So you can do everything in moderation. How you play a video game, you watching a movie, watching a TV show. It's the same type of deal with me. You know what I mean? And I feel that that whole thing, that whole rant was a little bit extra, but gaming, like any other form of entertainment, is something that you do to entertain. I don't look at it as like, oh, well, I'm accomplishing something like that. We grew up with games. Like this guy, his father probably grew up building like these little Model T, these old school lowrider, like kind of figuring, or the trains or something like that.
Get him a video game console.
Yeah, video games has replaced that. Your father wasn't born with with Sega and Nintendo, right? But if they had been there making games, he probably would have. So it is what it is. And then, you have mature games, kid games. So it is what it is, man. It's just a form of entertainment. Take it in like that. If you're that bitter, you got to check your life.
And communication. There's multiple times that I went to Japan and ran into people that I couldn't speak a lick of Japanese to, but there's a form of communication based on the games that we play. And I'm still in contact with those people now.
Hey, let me get to the super chat. Let me get to the super chat. Shout out to Master. He said, dude is a cartoony black bind, but not a gamer. And also shout out to Nicole Palmer. She said, hi, Hard8. Do a video on The Boys and your thoughts. LOL. We talked about The Boys on whatever episode followed the premiere. Didn't we talk about it? We all watched it.
Yeah. We're pretty sure we all watched it.
Whatever episode followed the premiere of The Boys, because when it dropped, a Friday, right? Or Thursday?
It dropped on a Friday, so whatever that day was, look for that
Sunday,
podcast.
We talked about it, right? Because we was all done watching about it. Well, I know I was. So yeah, you can check that out.
I was like at the last episode.
All right, so thanks for the super chat. Go ahead, Candace.
Okay, so what I was going to say is I know that dude wouldn't necessarily respect the opinions of any of us because we're not famous and this country only respects celebrities. So I've got celebrities for you, bro. Like, how many football players, how many basketball players, how many actors have already admitted to being gamers? Every time that Spotlight goes down,
Battlefield.
Snoop Dogg releases a video ranting. Like, bro, chill. You don't have any legs to stand on in this argument. Funny, just fall back.
Rick Fox, actually retired Laker player. Rick Fox had an esports team. Shout out to Mr. Heisenberg. Gamers are winners because we having fun out here. And then
Snoop Dogg plays 2K Heavy and Fortnite.
Yeah, then we got another super chat by Opinionated Junkie. Charlemagne quiet after those pedo allegations. Facts. And then we got Lionel Bulgin. Says shout out to DC. Man's living a double life. And yeah, and then I was in reference to that earlier. And then we got Kenny Wilson 1 dubbed up. I think that's in reference to Candace.
Yeah.
Huh? I didn't hear anything. I missed that part.
Oh, he just left a couple.
You didn't hear it because you wasn't here. You didn't hear it because you wasn't here.
What happened?
You ducked.
My mic keeps going fuzzy. I don't know.
That Neo in the Matrix thing. Yeah, you good.
I see you.
Yo, who is doing the podcast in Indian style with the microphone between their legs, yo?
Mike keeps fumbling.
Somebody's mic is definitely moving and loud.
Yeah, I keep hearing that time and time again. Hey, Drew, what's good, player?
That nigga helmet keep falling on the mic.
It's different, Drew.
Hey, Drew, your helmet keep falling on the mic. Huh? What's up?
I hear like a mic fumbling.
I'm not moving my mic.
Yo, why you not even talking though, Drew?
I'm gonna find out who it is.
You going through something?
Cause it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit going on in the background. So I'm trying to mute my mic and shit.
Hold on, where you at? There's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, where I'm at.
Oh, who? This is you and your girl, right?
My bad.
All right, well, can I chime in real quick?
This is you and your girl, right? My bad. Hold on.
You are.
Yeah, but you know this is being watched.
Yo,
like
she
that.
know what time the podcast is. See, listen, let me tell you something, Drew. When 4 o'clock on Sunday hit, my girl know what time it is. She know it's quiet time. You know what I'm saying? Go in your room or wherever you're going to go in another part and do your thing. But leave my area alone when it's 4 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
It is definitely not any of the guests. I've muted their mics and I'm still hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We need some respect out here, Drew. Put your foot down, nigga. What you lift weights for?
Jesus.
Scary ass.
You don't think he hit his girl? What you talking about?
I ain't say hit his girl.
He ain't got to hit his girl, but the pimp hand got to be strong.
You
know
know
what I mean?
When it's 4 o'clock.
No, we're not telling him to hit his girl.
Nah. When it's 4 o'clock, she should know. Listen, you know I do my podcast. You mind doing that before or after? You dig? Like that's how I got my girl. She, you know.
Yo, niggas in the comment section is like, y'all got guests?
Yeah. hey, and speaking of which, hey, Nerd, what was you gonna say?
Go ahead, Nerd.
You was gonna say something, right?
Go ahead.
My question usually comes up with this type of stuff. What are we going to consider gamers or gaming? And then what are you going to consider what this form of entertainment is as opposed to any other? A lot of times people want to jump on gaming. They're like, oh, well, gamers are this, gamers are that. But what makes that any different than someone who likes knitting or someone who likes going to play bingo or someone who likes it? It's no different than any other activity, hobby, you know, whatever you want to do with either by yourself or with friends. So if let's say you were to stop gaming completely forever and start, playing shuffleboard. Would this person also say, well, shuffleboard people they're horrible because they're always shuffling? I don't know.
That's
that's a good question.
That's kind of the point I made when I had made the AGS Light episode. That's what I was saying. I'm like, what's the difference if a person sit there and game for 2 hours or watch a movie for 2 hours? Like, what is the difference? Like, it's all wasting time if that's what you believe. You know what I mean? Like, what is the fucking difference between playing a game or going to the bar, going to play pool, going bowling? It's all like, you know what I'm saying? It's all a fun hobby to do. So why is gaming looked at so bad? You know?
Because people can't respect the fact that gaming is a legitimate hobby.
It's mainstream.
And I don't understand that from people who are under 40 years old. Because if you're under, or not even, maybe like 45 and under, because you knew the Atari. You knew, I mean, even then you might have been older, but you were at an age where gaming was at least something that was happening. And at that age, you've seen the progression. You've seen games go from made something that at the time could have been considered childish to something where, like you guys have said, you can make millions of dollars. This can be a career. Like you can't, it's just dumb. It's so dumb. I can't really comprehend.
We got one dude that literally left his girlfriend just to play Call of Duty.
I remember that. She was hot too. So
that shit.
This is
she
piggyback off of what she said.
wasn't sucking cock right. We know the real thing. She wasn't. She was.
Yeah, that was
trash.
just an excuse to get rid of her.
Yeah, that was an excuse. She was.
To Candace's, gaming is more mainstream now, and then also to Candace's point, the average age of a video gamer today is 38.
You know what? After this, I'm gonna go to a random place and I'm gonna take pictures of the back of people's head and put it up on fucking Twitter, and then I'm gonna say I got a social life. That's what y'all want. Is that what y'all want?
Black man.
Oh man, that's crazy, man.
No.
That's what y'all want, huh? But no, it's like, listen, we all do activities, and what's the difference if I'm sitting in front of a TV watching a movie or I got a controller in my hand? It's no fucking different at the end of the day. All these people watch reality TV shows, they binge watch this, they watch movies, they go to the movies. It's all a form of, like, a hobby. It's just, do what you want.
Like, these same people spend all their day on Instagram, Facebook, all that other shit. Like, calm down.
And he spent all that time on Twitter writing a fucking novel about gamers.
just to get laughed
Yeah,
at.
because that joint was mad long. Like there was a couple times when I thought you were done and you still kept.
Yeah, it was super long, and it got. So for the the metrics of it, it got I think like 11,000 likes, and about 9,000 retweets or some shit like that. So. But yeah, you had pro gamers getting in there, getting on them. I think Keemstar got on them and told them that I'm a self-made millionaire off of gaming. So what you saying is retarded. And then you had a bunch of pro players from the esports, getting on them and shit like that. So, yeah.
It's just like anything in life. It's just like anything in life. You could go play basketball and never make it, but you at least did something, or you could play and actually get picked up by a college or a team or something. It's just like anything in life. Not everybody's going to be popular or become a billionaire, but you at least putting time into it to try.
Hey, Smooth still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, listen, Smooth. This ain't WWP. I know them niggas put you to sleep over there, Jimmy, BG. Over here, we need some participation. So what you think about the tweets, player?
No, they're just they come from. I feel like those tweets come from a broken man.
He got long hair too. He got long hair too.
He got psychological on him.
He said that was hurt.
No, because people.
That's a fact.
The thing is, people fear what they don't understand. So there's like the sense is like he probably just woke up from under a rock. He was like, well, why is everybody in the world playing video games? Why are all these celebrities playing video games? Why did this person just win $3 million playing Fortnite? Why is this dude getting basketball contracts for going to a streaming platform? Like it's a sense of like resentment, and he's probably like what Candace said, like probably went through his life fucking wasting money on college degrees, working hard and shit to like and to really to no satisfaction. And you see like these things that just come up in trend and things like that just kind of get people really like jealous. But I don't agree. Like some people, I see people that like try to share the same sentiment. It was like, well, what do you got to show for this? People, so another way to try to put down other people for different things. But I've never been ashamed, and I don't think I'll ever be ashamed of playing video games. I told my wife I'd probably be playing games until I'm like 60.
I'll be playing games as long as my hands work. As long as my hands work, I'll be playing games. But we even seen this type of behavior from Black Man. Remember, he was getting mad that your girl would buy you a video game and shit. Like, so it's
that was dumb.
And he's a gamer, so I don't really get it. I don't really get some of this shit. I mean, some of these people's thought process is just way left field. That you would even have a problem because your girlfriend bought you a game. Then suggested that he would rather his mother buy it. Like, what?
Like, what?
And that's weird to me. What?
Like, why would you?
Grown ass man.
My mom don't know. Hold on. My mom don't know the type of games I play, the genres I play.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's just crazy. But
everybody got their hobbies, man. But I will say, I think it's only a problem if it affects your livelihood. I got a friend of mine, real good friend of mine. She's married, has a child, works for a Fortune 500 company, makes well over $100,000 a year. She smokes pot and plays video games. Not a problem. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
No,
I know her. They don't know her.
Like,
you said hashtag what?
Everything in moderation.
Oh, stop snitching.
Stop snitching on my friend. No, but yeah, everything in moderation. Exactly.
What's your friend's name?
Her hobby. No, she's not known. She ain't known.
First of all, Ravish is the feds, so y'all, he ain't really.
That's a fact.
He doing they work.
I'm a 12er.
Hey, shout outs to Tony Wood 25. He said, I game, CrossFit, watch movies, and do my military thing. But my main hobby is getting these super chats to the AGS family. What up, kids? Smooth. Shout out to Tony Wood 25.
What's up, bro?
Shout out to Tony Wood 25 doing his Pilates. All right. All right.
But
I stay telling.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's up with dude. I really ain't care. I just read the comments. I thought the shit was funny. They was roasting the fuck out of him for the most part. But you did have people agreeing with the shit that he was saying. And they got 11,000 likes.
That always happens though.
Yeah, you're always gonna find people that like something.
Like there was a chick who had a few tweets go viral a couple months ago, and she was just saying dumb shit about gamers. And then when she would get ratioed, it was this white conservative chick. When she would get ratioed, be like, oh, look at all the gamers mad and dumb shit. It was just, I mean, that's another form of clout chasing too, honestly. Talking bad about gamers, it's the convenient thing to do, low hanging.
You also have people that have been affected by.
It's essentially outrage marketing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, let me get to the
Some
super
people
chat.
have been affected by gaming.
Shout outs to Biz the Kid Gaming. He said, I'm with Smooth. People hate to see people make money doing what they love when they ain't got no food in the fridge, working a 9 to 5 at a dead end job. Shout outs to Biz the Kid.
People hate to see other people happy, man. But I will say there is a portion of a lot of people that have animosity towards gaming because it's affected their lives in a negative way. Case in point, I'll give you an example. A chick I used to know, her boyfriend, whenever because they lived together, whenever she had to leave or go to like an engagement or something, if they were supposed to do something together, he wouldn't go. He would just play Call of Duty on his 360, right? And she had to literally walk up to the console and turn it off for him to get ready to go. So that's someone who getting like, gamers or so, it affected her. And I guess the pussy wasn't that good, but yeah, I mean, he wasn't giving up the game to do shit.
My homie dealt with that. He was in a long-term relationship and his girl didn't like gaming. Like anytime he would like talk to my other homie about like Skyrim or some shit, it was just like she was sick. Like she hated gaming. Just hated that.
Well,
shit.
That's not a relationship you want to be in as a gamer. That's not something you can.
Yeah, they were like high school sweethearts and all that shit. But
okay.
that's where it started. But yeah, pretty much she hated gaming. She fucking hated that shit. And my girl liked that I used to that I gamed because it kept me in the house instead of being out dipping his cock. Instead of being out dipping his cock in the pond. You know what I mean? Because when we first met, I was dipping his cock a lot. So she was happy.
I don't know. I used to leave.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you.
All the time because I was playing Dragon.
Hey, but it's a fact. Hey, I will say this from my perspective: if you keep her happy, gaming, whatever you do, it's not a problem. That's a fact.
If they're into you, gaming is not a problem.
Facts. Yeah.
True. If you're giving her the right strokes, it ain't a problem.
That ain't really true. That ain't really true. Yeah, I mean, they could be into you. They could be into you and still not like gaming. You know what I mean? They could.
That's a damn dead. You gotta give them right strokes.
Yeah. I'm just saying exactly, Ravish. If you holding it down, just shut the fuck up and let you play.
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Shit.
What do y'all think?
Fresh out and get in that crib.
What do y'all think about anime titties? Because this shit seems to be a back and forth going on Twitter.
What do you mean? I don't.
People that are into anime titties. That's what I see on Twitter. Due to black men arguing with all these motherfuckers.
Like plastic surgery or like the cartoons?
The cartoons.
Anime, that hentai shit. I don't know.
Are y'all? Is anybody here into that type of stuff? Nerd soul, you a nerd? Are you into that type of stuff?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I understand why people don't like it. It's like I'm into the real thing, man. I can't do it.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't. When it looks fake, like those.
It is a little odd to me.
That's nasty to me.
Well, we talking about.
Me,
what you talking about? You talking about fake breasts in the real? We talking about anime.
But it looks like that. Aren't anime breasts like obscenely big? Like, isn't that what people are drawn to?
It's like it's just like a circle.
Yeah, it's perfectly round.
Like a weird
yeah. So, anybody in here into that type of stuff? Like, and what is?
I'm not into it, but I'll watch it.
Okay, that's okay. So, what is the argument? Is the problem with? Like, what is the argument with this? Is it watching it? Is it being present in these cartoons, or are people really like taking
people
down?
Are really beating their meat to
about
it.
The white
Oh, okay. People are really jerking off to it.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
Now that is, I think that's odd.
That is kind of weird, though. Yeah,
I think that is odd.
That's
Are
weird.
you talking about the porn aspect or just like the
hentai? You know what hentai is?
Yeah.
You know what hentai is?
I know.
It's
are you guys
porn
talking
anime.
About hentai, or are you talking about just like
hentai? We're talking about hentai.
But no, it's not just hentai. Because it's like even like regular cartoons. I think they taken down. Like you got some characters that got big ass boobs and shit.
Fuck the rest of that shit.
Oh, okay. All right. as far, I don't watch that type of shit, but I would like more mature content in my games though. Like I want, if it's gonna be sex and all that shit, put it in the game. I don't have no problem with that. Like I wish they would do it more.
That's fine.
I'm talking about in the game.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like when I'm playing GTA, every now and then I hit the strip club. I want to see some titties. Like I want to lap dance.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, okay.
Oh, so you're talking about
I went to the Asari bar.
So Hard8, you're not just literally, you're talking about like actual like realistic like titties drawn in video games and all that. Like even regardless what type of game it is, it's like more mature rated stuff.
Listen, I like mature rated shit. That goes for movies and games. I don't want them to like shun away from that. Like put it in I don't have no problem with it being in the game. You know what I mean? Like
I 100% agree with that. I feel like the people who grew up with games are all adults now. So why are we shying away from adult topics? Like,
okay, here's a prime example. Here's a prime example. The whole Mortal Kombat thing, right? They done made all the bitches look like men and took their costumes away. And I seen people like, oh, get a real girl and all that. And that's not the fucking point. Like, that's not the point. The point is, I can fucking kick your teeth in, but I can't see some cleavage. Like, I can rip your skin off your body, but I can't see a skimpy outfit. Like, that shit's retarded to me.
Now, question to that.
I don't want that. Hold on.
Do you think that that's just a situation where it's part of the times and it'll come and go and it'll be an ebb and flow, or do you think it'll be like that?
No, because it's when it's associated in the game. For instance, you think like games show off like a lot of violence, right? People talk about the violence and all that. But the moment any game shows cleavage, it's a big topic, and then there are people that says this is too much. For instance, Nier Automata. What did people take to that? Taking photos of the android's ass. They made a big thing about it. So it's not there all the time, and when it's there, everyone notices. So that means it's not there as much.
I don't want my games censored. I don't want my games censored. And what they did with Mortal Kombat was bullshit. It ain't got nothing to do with a real girl this, real girl that. It was bullshit that they changed the game, but yet it's so fucking bloody, gory, and violent. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with America and sex? I don't understand it.
It's taboo as fuck. That's why.
It's not just taboo. It's hypocritical, and it runs deep. And all of these so-called feminists, like Anita Sarkeesian, in my opinion, don't realize they're just playing into stereotypes. Because all this time she's big mad about women in games that are just attractive. Let's just say what it is. She's mad at attractive women in games, as if attractive women don't exist, and it's a problem to have attractive women in games. But
so that's the whole Me Too movement.
She has to look better. Go get surgery.
But look, at the same time, she has no problem with the men in Mortal Kombat, with the men, like with what's his name, Nathan Drake, with all these other male characters who may have unrealistic proportions or who survive unrealistic things. Like, girl, chill. No one cares. It's called fantasy. Like, I understand that you want all this equality and shit, but she's getting lost in the forest because we have all these real world things going on, and she is trying to take and mess up our hobby. Like, you're not a gamer. If you were a gamer, you wouldn't even be talking about this.
Let me get to this super
so
chat.
I just need her to fall back.
Shout out to Life and Time podcast. He said MK11, Street Fighter 5, etc. are doing it for TV tournaments, but yet you can still do a fatality and fucking rip somebody's fucking head off while their spinal cord is still attached to it. Like, come on, man, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
But you guys remember
it's the worst.
Do you remember when the DC game came out? The DC Mortal Kombat game?
Let me get the last one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. Savage Diplomat, he said, live life how you want. Everyone is different, so enjoy what you like without regret. Someone will always find fault with something you do in life anyway. That's a fact.
That's true.
And that's also a thing. They changed all the skimpy outfits, but then they got these niggas with their chests all out and all that shit. Like, that's still sexualizing the men, too. So, don't censor my game.
That's why it's hypocritical.
Listen, I don't want no children represented in games in a sexual way, but do not censor video games, dog. If they're grown characters, let them be how they gonna be, man. Don't censor these fucking games. That's what I'm saying. And then
if it's an M-rated game, or what's the rating? What's the rating that games usually get? for adults.
M.
No, M, right? It's M.
Yeah.
So if it's an M-rated game, automatically you should not be censoring this game. Just off tops. Because the M rating it says explicitly adults only, or whatever the age of majority is in your country. Why do we still need to have this conversation? We're all adults. We can buy this game on our own. If a parent buys that for their kid, that is a them problem, not mine.
Yeah, I don't.
Someone's always gonna find an issue with everything. If a cute girl comes on, she lift her arms up, she don't got no fucking arm here, the LGB comes out of nowhere.
Hey,
I mean, it's always something.
Candace, you weren't talking about adults only, were you? Because that's AO. There's only been like
No.
2 or 3 AO games.
No, M is 18 and over.
Yeah,
right.
Mature rated.
But you said adults. I thought you were talking about like adults only.
No. I'm not talking about AO games because those are usually just.
They don't even come out.
And honestly, even that rating, if you look at what games have been getting that rating lately that had to go back, it's so biased. The people who make up the ESRB board, most of them don't have kids, or they have like young kids, and they're rating everything as if their young kids are going to play it, even though they should be rating everything for the rating. Like a T game should be rated for the demographic that a T game is for, which is like 13 and up or something.
Right.
And a mature game should be rated for 17 and up. If someone is 17, they are at bare minimum in high school, bare minimum online. Anything they see in this game will be 100% tamer than what they see on TV or anywhere else. So it's just dumb.
You think a game that has gambling in it, or like a shitload of microtransactions, should be put at the mature rating?
That's a good question.
Honestly,
I feel like any game that requires a credit card purchase or some shit like that, it
should at the bare minimum be teen and have a very descriptive warning label, in my opinion.
Just don't censor games. That's all. If it's it's rated M for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Mortal Kombat is rated M for a reason, and they changed up all the costumes. They got the chicks looking like fucking men now, and that's just bullshit. Look at the costumes of Mortal Kombat 9, and then look at Mortal Kombat X and 11. It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. Right. Leave the fucking games alone. They M for a reason. Oh, the titties are too big, but now you can rip open somebody's mouth.
They want to do that
and fucking put a cigar out on their tongue.
All right, now I will say this. MK9, some of the chest sizes was a little bit hilarious. I ain't gonna front. Like
we grew up,
but that's Mortal Kombat though. Mortal Kombat,
we'll call it.
Mortal Kombat always pushed the envelope.
Yeah. I know that, but it's like, looking back on it, I'm like, there was some stuff where I was like, dang, that's way bigger than I remember. And I mean, of course, the graphics were different back then, but it's just like,
I thought it was bullshit. Like the franchise alone is the reason why there's an ESRB in the first place. So it's like, why?
So when a nigga rip off a bitch head and then stuff it in her chest, that didn't have you like, whoa, this is crazy. The titties did? The titties. It was the titties. The titties was like, damn, whoa.
I thought that was crazy too. You made the point about the titties, so I focused on the titties. But yeah, the killing is crazy too. I mean, I think it's dope, but I'm an adult, so I can do what I want.
Right. I think that's the whole point. At the end of the day, like, we're all adults.
But as far as violence goes, though, I mean, we've been watching violent films from pretty much the cradle, so we're already numb to that. It's just that when sex is involved, everybody wants to act like, oh, it's a big deal, and it shouldn't be.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't, like Hardy said, you're gonna see it in the film. You can see it in our games.
Even when I was a child, even when I was a child, I was allowed to watch really violent movies. But if a sex scene came on,
exactly.
That's too much. Like,
I had to cover my fucking eyes.
Yeah. Like, I was raised on horror movies, raised on them, but I was not allowed to see how Stella got her groove back. Like, it's so dumb.
Wasn't that like PG-13?
Girl, I mean, you're a dude, but still,
I could watch RoboCop, but I couldn't watch. I could watch Harlem Nights. I could watch RoboCop, but I couldn't watch Witches from Eastwick. Like, what? And I need to watch that movie. I need to see why the fuck I couldn't watch that movie.
I saw that movie, actually. It was hilarious. But do you guys ever just feel grateful that you were born when you were? because in my opinion, they're putting. I feel like they're putting kid gloves on everything to such an extreme degree.
Yeah, they're doing
I
that,
feel
and
like
they're
a
also
lot of
buying
people are just stunted.
And at the same time, they want to teach all of our kids about like homosexuality and stuff. Like, but
shout out real quick to Life and Time of the Lifetime podcast. He said MK11, Street Fighter, etc. are doing it for TV.
I already read that one.
And then we got
you read that one already.
Oh, you read that one already? Yeah. Oh, my bad. All right, there was another one in there too.
We got MR. He said Soul Calibur is
MR.
Soul Calibur is T-rated and show more skin. That's a fact.
Soul Calibur always been.
Yeah, they've been like
diplomat.
Savage
Western
diplomat,
society has lost it. Censorship. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Got it. No, I was going to say, Western society has lost its censorship, and being PC,
taken over.
Politically correct, is taking over. Critics are even trying to say that the new Joker movie is encouraging violence. I haven't heard that yet.
Yo, I'm worried about that new Joker movie because they put.
We're gonna see.
They putting a lot of sauce on that movie, and I'm not sure if it's going to live up to it.
Didn't they give it all like perfect ratings? Like,
nah, that shit done fell down now that more people seen it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it ain't.
Oh, it's out already?
Yeah, they stopped.
No,
more critics than got to see it, so it ain't as high as it once was.
At the screening, they said it got an 8-minute standing ovation. I'm like, dude, 8 minutes standing ovation?
Yeah, right. 8 minutes.
I'm like,
yeah, right.
Y'all putting a lot on this movie.
Extra.
And that's how
talking about that masterpiece, the Joker.
Oh my god!
Look, here we go.
Really? You don't get to say nothing about Captain Marvel if you just call that a masterpiece.
What? Hold up. First of all, Captain Marvel is pushing an agenda.
I got some info.
Go ahead. Hold on. Let me get to the super chat.
I got some inside info about that too.
Shout outs to Lionel. He said, wasn't there Mortal Kombat devs getting PTSD from creating those fatalities over and over? Can't get PTSD from making too much skimpy outfits. Just a hard D. Pause.
What the fuck?
I didn't hear about that, but okay.
Y'all got it.
Yeah. Hey, Dark Cloud, you saw Joker, Dark Cloud?
Yeah, man.
What you say?
You saw Joker? You heard me, nigga. You saw Joker?
No, I didn't hear what you said. Hold on. Say it again.
Did you see Joker?
You heard me, nigga.
Not yet.
You don't stop.
Not yet. It will be. It will be.
What a masterpiece.
Now, does that story has anything to do with the actual, like, Batman? Like,
no. Origin.
Nah.
It seems like
it's a one-off origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm gonna go see it just so I can talk about it.
And I'll give you guys a quick.
You ain't gonna talk shit.
$5
$5 says he comes back.
Captain Marvel
loves it.
Yeah, if it's trash.
I wanted to say, one of the things that Marvel Films wanted to do with the Spider-Man character was basically make him Captain Marvel's kind of sidekick cuck, and Sony wasn't with it, so Sony pulled the character. Yeah. Shout out to Sony.
Where the fuck you get that shit from?
Hey, I'm not making that up. I'm not making it. I'm gonna give you the source. Wait, I'm gonna link it, and you guys check out Victor Von Doomcock.
Don't get fired, Officer.
Victor Von Doomcock.
Check out my man Doomcock.
What?
Doomcock. I'm not making it up.
Let's see your sheriff right now.
It's the Doom.
Down.
Why are you watching somebody with the name of Doomcock? Pause, man.
I mean, he said it so happily.
I'm not making this up. Yo, this dude got good inside movie information. Check him out. Check out Doomcock. Hey, in the chat, am I making him up? You know that's a real person, right? Y'all know.
I don't know about that.
Yo, why are you watching somebody named Doomcock?
Yeah.
And saying his name with such enthusiasm, my guy.
All right, let me say this. So I watch a podcast called World Class Bullshitters, and they kind of get, we're all anti with a fandom menace. And Doomcock was a guest on the show. And they're in.
I'm gonna need you to come up with something else, dog. What's that name?
I would just be saying Doom.
Yeah, just say Doom,
dog.
I don't get it.
Don't abbreviate his name either. So I don't want to.
You guys just go watch out Cock Doom. All right, go watch out Mr. Cock Doom.
There
you go.
Yo, just go check out DC.
Shit.
Speaking of DC, how that bullshit ass Nintendo shit going, DC?
I don't know, nigga. I'm on PlayStation right now.
I'm
You
talking
got
about
the wrong one.
I'm talking about y'all podcast and shit. How that's going?
Oh no, we all right. We don't get that much subs though.
Yeah, of course not. What the fuck?
I think I subbed, bro.
What the fuck?
Hey, y'all gonna let Baron on this week after the bullshit he done said?
Nah.
Hardy don't fuck with Baron.
No, fuck no. Baron a fucking faggot. Fuck no.
I was gonna ask the question.
Yo, shout out to Savage Diplomat. He said they were trying to make Captain Marvel likable. Also, we got Tony Wood 25. He said, my only problem with gamers is these cats with garbage KDs talking about donate to the Patreon. Watching gamers I'm better than is offensive. WWP. He got some smoke.
Damn.
And then we got
Damn. Okay.
we got PJ
It's
2
not always about like you being better than somebody. It's just the entertainment.
Listen, man, they gonna send you an invite. God damn, man. Shout out
I'm not talking about
you gonna get an invite, dog. They gonna let you on. God
I can't have. Yo, I had nothing negative to say all day, man.
Yeah, they gonna let you on.
Man, I'm just trying to be on a positive route.
All right, they
No,
gonna let you on.
I don't got time for that.
All right, man.
I don't got time for
All
that.
right. Shout out to PJ Too Hot. He said Marvel was doing any of that with Spider-Man. They were going to do 2 trilogies, and the second was going to be his college years and focus on him being Spider-Man and doing more on his own.
Yep.
It's kind of sad because the new Spider-Man movies did look really interesting to me.
Don't care.
He wasn't Spider-Man. He was Tony Hawk's. Tony Stark's.
Far From Home was
Iron Boy.
Far From Home
he was Iron Boy.
Yo, Far From Home was fire.
I have noticed that everybody always has him as a sidekick, like in everything.
He is. Like, he is.
Pretty much.
Yo, listen, Far From Home was fire.
Fire, it was pretty good.
Oh, you can talk now, Drew?
Yeah,
I still think Endgame was better.
Damn, thank you for talking, Drew. We appreciate you.
This nigga turned into the new Jimmy.
Drew, you can't compare it to Endgame. You got to compare it to another Spider-Man movie.
That's
Wait, but
a mean
Hard8, you
comparison.
compared it.
What, to Endgame? I mean, it's better than Endgame.
Hard8 compared it before.
Whoa. Say what?
Far From Home is
it's
better
not
than Endgame.
Nah.
What you mean? You was asleep for 2.5 hours until you got some action. The hell? Endgame was boring.
No, I
as
watched the
shit.
whole thing.
Endgame was
I watched the
boring.
whole thing.
Yo, Endgame was boring as hell. Super boring.
Yeah. Endgame was
The first watch, but then when you watch it again, it's boring.
Hey, I'm gonna need
Drew,
you.
you sick?
Drew, I'm gonna need you to clear your throat or
Yeah,
brush your teeth. One or the other. Clear your throat or brush your teeth, nigga.
Dayquil or something, my nigga.
Huh?
Too many people talking.
Listen, Drew, clear your
I said I
throat
think it's his mic.
or brush your teeth. One or the other. Something's going on in the throat.
Damn.
Thank
You
you.
sound sick as fuck,
You
dog.
sound sick.
Oh shit, my
I mean,
bad.
you sounded just like Treyway right now, man. Hardy, Johnny.
Or
G9
it sounds like
nigga.
you've been screaming.
Yeah.
You been screaming?
Nah, man, I'm like,
All right, cool. All right, we got another super chat from Thanos' boss. Infinity War was way better than Endgame. We all know why Joker is getting low reviews. Reviews are calling the movie white terrorism. Sensitive woke critics big mad at the movie.
They calling the movie white terrorism.
White terrorism? Why?
We don't even call that shit out here. We're like in the real.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
They're basically white people are saying, or some people are saying that it's a depiction on white people coming crazy and killing people. In a time like
maybe
this.
Maybe they should look amongst themselves and have this conversation amongst themselves.
Yeah.
The fuck?
But that's the thing. It's a huge thing. Like, I'm surprised y'all didn't know that. They're saying that in a time like this with all these mass shootings and white people, so white oppressed people that feel that like they're being bullied are gonna go out and become this Joker character because it's too close to
story.
home.
Oh my god! I am so glad I haven't seen that because I would have.
How many slave movies we done got? How many slave movies we done got? We need to see a movie.
They want to feel so goddamn fucking oppressed. It's not even funny.
Hold on,
man.
we're gonna need your white side to pipe down.
Down.
Melon, we're gonna need your
down,
black
Melon.
side to
Yeah,
pipe
white.
down. Pipe down. Just relax.
Nah, nigga, that shit pisses me off, dog.
Trying to be a victim.
Fuck?
I hate when people do that. They go out their way to try and be a victim.
Hey, shout outs to
I noticed
PJ.
that.
Shout outs to PJ Too Hot. He said if you think he was Iron Boy, then you definitely would not like Spidey's Mark IV suit in the comics. He had with an AI in that suit and lots of gadgets.
I know that. I read the comics, but I was never a fan of the Tony Stark's Spider-Man stuff.
And also,
Spider-Man is one of the only characters that could lead his own universe without anybody from the Avengers.
And also, we got Slizzle of 420. He says society is soft now, and they're giving Rambo bad reviews, saying it's too gory. Oh yeah, I was waiting for the UHD Blu-ray, but now I gotta go see it in theaters. Oh, the last one was gory as fuck.
last one.
He said the Joker is gory?
No, the new Rambo.
No.
Oh, the Joker's violent
The
too.
new Rambo.
Wait, there's a new Rambo?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Last
You didn't
Blood.
know?
Holy shit.
Yo,
I don't watch TV like at all.
Candace, if you stop
I don't have
arguing with
commercials.
people on Twitter, you might see some things.
Wait, Candace, have you seen any of the Rambo movies?
Yeah.
The last one was
The one-
fire.
I think I saw the last one with
'cause the last one was
Stallone,
gory.
where he comes home
The last-
and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
trying to kill him. That one's so sad. Like the end when his his commander's talking to the cop and he's just like, "We did him wrong." I just felt like it's such a iconic movie for how the U.S. treats its soldiers.
On the last one, when he hit
But
that
no, I
dude with that
didn't know.
50 caliber on that truck,
Oh yeah, he threw that.
my
Woo.
God, that was crazy. That was crazy. I want to see it even more now.
Hey, that's it. Let me ask.
You know
Y'all
what's
wanna watch
crazy?
that
I have a
movie, too.
$50 gift card for the movies, and I still haven't done it.
Holy shit.
You can use it on that. I want to ask everybody right now, what's everybody's movie of the year so far?
Oh God.
Movie of the
First
year.
of
Have
all,
I
it
seen
ain't
some
time for
movies and
random
shit?
topics. That's the first thing. It ain't time for random
Yeah,
topics.
well, we was in the movie, so I was like, all right, let's go for
We
that.
got some other,
we got
things
uh,
we need to
seven.
talk
I
Hey,
got
we
mine.
didn't
I
talk
got
about the. Did we talk about the Xbox game sales dropping? Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
No, we done with all
So,
that. We
the
done with all
years.
that. We done with all that.
Yeah.
We done with all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We got to talk about
The
the
Rat?
Rat King. We got to talk
Oh, yeah,
Tekashi69.
Tekashi.
Yep.
That nigga telling on everybody.
Yo.
New York.
Damn.
I'm surprised at the people who didn't see that coming, though.
I know,
for
he
real.
knew he's a bitch ass nigga. It ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Let me
Here's
know.
the thing. We know that this gang kidnapped him, and we know that they threatened to kill him, or they was going to try to kill him or some shit like that. Should he still have to show loyalty after these things happen? And they fucked his baby mom. So
And they took his money.
yeah.
I think, to be fair, they did rob him, like Smooth said, and I think they were already planning to kill
Yeah, they
him
was.
as soon as they started getting investigated. Like before he even planned to snitch, they were planning to kill him. So at that point, is it snitching? I don't know, because I'm not involved in gang
Look.
life.
Look,
That's
But
not what
he
happened.
chose that
Let me-
life, though.
Let me
Oh
say this.
shit.
That's
You
not
know,
what
you
happened.
know. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I know, nigga. I know half white man. Hey, listen, I know. All right. No. Yeah, I know, nigga. Yeah. First of all, it's a gang called the Train Nine Bloods or whatever, and it was just a faction. So it was one half of the gang that did want to rob him and kill him, and then the other faction, which was headed by Shotty, they want to. He was the golden goose. They want to keep that money, that revenue stream going. So they were kind of going at each other, and he was caught in the mix. But the thing is, when you hear the audio of him with the prosecutor, all that Q&A, it's all scripted. They're using him to name other people that they want to go after. You understand? So yeah, he's telling.
100%. Once you become a snitch, they want you to snitch on everything.
Hey,
That's
keep
not
on.
what
Like,
I was talking about. I was asking,
Should he be loyal in what they tried to do to him?
It's half of the gang that did what he did. The other half of the gang wanted him alive and still be making that money. He inserted himself. Listen, once you join a gang, I don't give a fuck who you are. You understand the consequences that come with that. You understand? So it doesn't matter. Once you sign up for that, you gotta be able to handle the.
You don't sign up for niggas
Yeah,
trying
like,
to kill
most
you.
people don't know this, but
Hey, are you doing a
that
gang?
once you get into AGS, there's
You
only
don't
one
sign
way
up
out.
for your
Y'all don't
own
know that.
niggas. What do you say? I ain't hearing what you
What
say.
you saying? He about to snitch on us too?
What happened?
Yeah, I said I was just poking fun. I'm like, most of y'all don't know, but Hard8 said once you in AGS, there's only one way out.
Yo, listen. When you sign up for a gang, you don't think your own gang members going to try to fuck you over. What you talking about? That's what you signed up for.
All right, check this.
Okay, so you guys, I really need y'all to help me understand, because obviously I have never been in a gang. Like
Liar.
my cousins, no, I swear, I would get my hair done by my cousins, and her friends would be like, "So where are you from?" And then I would not know what they were talking about, and my cousin would be like, "She's from nowhere. Don't worry about it." So I don't understand like the ins and outs. So I feel like I'm getting two different stories. Like Ravish is saying, once you sign up, that's it.
Candace,
But
you can watch a
Hard8 is
documentary
saying,
and know
when
what
you
the fuck's
sign
on.
up. No, because documentaries, I mean, I feel like you're getting the public version, right?
Let me explain. I know a little something about gang culture. I've lost some friends to it.
Oh my God!
Once
Ain't
you
no
join a
gang
gang,
in Pasadena, nigga.
Hey,
you know
man.
the mean streets of Pasadena.
Hey, let me get to these super
real
chat.
quick,
Let me get
I'll
to these
say
super
this
chat.
and I'll
Let me get
sum
to
it
these
up.
super chats for y'all get these long-winded ass fucking answers.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Savage Diplomat. He said they say the new Rambo promotes toxic masculinity. And
Oh Jesus! Let me figure that out for myself. I don't need you to tell me that.
We got Marcus in HD. He said, talk about Jim Jones also being a federal informant and Biz the Kid gaming. If you in that life, no snitching, period.
Yeah.
What I will say is, as far as joining a gang, not all gang members from the same set get along. Hence the reason Nipsey's no longer with us, right? And then also you have different type of gang members. You got riders, niggas who put in work. You got hustlers, niggas who sell drugs, flip women, whatever. You got hustlers, you know what I mean? So it's not, you're not gonna get along with everybody from your hood. But once if
follow-up question, is it not on the gang then for jumping in a rap? Like everybody's, I'm not even in a gang, and I saw that before he got to the point of him snitching when he went to that hood. And it was like the middle of the night, and tried to claim he was there in broad daylight.
Fucking Chief Keef place.
Yeah, like so, like, is it not on them for not picking better members?
What it is they should have had him, since he was making the money on the music tip. They should have isolated him from all that other fuck shit in the inner workings.
Exactly, that's my point.
Yeah. So it is on them, and you see all these niggas is catching heavy time. Like he's told on what? Like
there's a lot.
In my opinion, he caught them slipping, and that's on them.
There's a lot of rappers and people today that are actually rappers making money that are in gangs, but they're the main part of the gang. Don't affiliate them with that other gangster shit.
This nigga ordered. Get this. I'm gonna put this in perspective for you. You got to keep your mouth tight at all costs. This nigga ordered a hit on Chief Keef's cousin, and then told on the nigga he had ordered the hit with.
Exactly. Like it's just Tekashi is not the person they should have. To have that much information about the goings.
Shout out to DJ the Con. He said a lot of people would snitch on their homies for a lesser bid. That's a fact. Niggas niggas be telling motherfucker.
Hey, let me ask you.
Melon, you would tell, wouldn't you? Melon, would you tell? You would tell.
No, Melon.
Nah, nigga.
You ain't going to jail, nigga. You tell.
Keep it real, Melon.
Nah, motherfucker. Y'all got me fucked up. No.
Hey, Smooth.
Listen,
hey, Smooth.
I got a question for y'all.
Smooth, are you telling?
Absolutely.
Keeping it real.
Hold up, guys. Hold up.
Keeping it real.
Go ahead, Nerd Soul.
Nino Brown at the end of the film. I got a list.
Hold on. Go ahead, Nerd Soul.
All right, check it. So there's a couple things going on. All that stuff in the court is basically just kind of theater played out for us. They asking him questions they already know the answer to. This is the FBI. This is the NSA. This is the cops. They know these things. They just want this stuff recorded from you in front of public.
Documented.
That's true too.
They already know this stuff. Also,
that's true.
And I'm gonna keep it real with everybody. Y'all be like, and when I say y'all, I mean the non-specific general. They be like, nah, no snitching. I even said it as a joke. But when they get you in that little room and they start talking about real time, I ain't talking about 6 months. I ain't talking about a year.
Lifetime.
When they start talking about 20, 30, 40 years, some real stuff where you will be forgotten. When they get you in that little room, you're going to be like, yeah, his name on 5 Canyon Road, his mama's name is this, his grandmama's name is that. Like, for real, listen for real.
I don't know, Hard8 ain't say nothing.
That's a real
I'm a fucking gangster, that's why. Fuck you talk about, nigga.
I have a cousin that just came back a few years ago.
There's no honor among thieves. We all know there ain't no honor.
No. Like, I hear what you're saying.
Ain't no honor
I'm
amongst thieves.
100% with it. But I have a cousin who did, I think, 25, 26 years because he believed in that no snitching shit. So
well, I mean, that's part of the street rules. That's the rules.
That's
part of the
It ain't what you believe in. That's what you're supposed to get.
Fuck that. I'm telling.
If you choose to get into the game, hold on, Melon. Shut up, Melon. You ain't been in no streets. Be quiet.
Nah, nigga, I was gonna ask y'all a question. What the fuck?
Hold up. If you get down with this street shit, This is what you sign up for at the end of the day. If y'all get in trouble, you don't start telling. You do the motherfucking time. You know what you was getting into. You know what I mean?
I kind of agree with that. I just feel like if you know that's not the life for you, if you know you want to snitch, just don't do it.
I mean, people really
nobody wants to snitch. It just you gotta do shit. You just gotta do what you gotta do.
Even dudes that be saying they don't be snitching, be snitching.
They be snitching.
So here's the thing, though.
Hold on, let me get to these super chats.
In that life or the
let me get to these super chats, Pasadena. A1 Knowledge said, Hard 8, how you like that smack card in Philly? I haven't really paid too much attention to it. I know it's Cassidy versus Arsenal, but that's about all I know. And shout outs to Slizzle of 420. He said they doing what Game Pass do. I mean, damn, Game Pass. They doing what gangsters do. They doing what gangsters do. He should have did his homework before he joined. Why wouldn't they rob you, smash your girl, and try to kill you? And also, we got...
They both should have did their homework because he doing what rats do.
Slizzle of 420 said,
did y'all see,
Can I finish? Can I finish? Thank you.
Man, fuck you.
Slizzle of 420. God damn. All these suburban ass niggas want to talk this gangster shit. Relax. Slizzle of 420 said, can't handle that life. Go read a book. Also, we got Tony Wood 25. He said, shout out to Kid Smooth enjoying himself on the Big Lead podcast. It's also nice to hear Candace. When you disappeared, I almost cried. SEAL Team 6.
Stop it.
And also, Biz the Kid Gaming, he said, I'm singing like a canary. That's why I ain't in that life. Avoid it at all costs. I don't want to know nothing. Don't tell me nothing. And one more, we got Terrence Ingram. He said, or Torrance Ingram, Terrence, whatever. He said, I wouldn't fold, but that's why I stay out the way because I know my dumb ass would stand tall and be doing football numbers if I was about that life. All right, go ahead, Dark Cloud.
Yeah, facts.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, because it ain't mean shit. That's why.
Okay.
Oh, no. Well,
y'all remember Boondocks? Thanks for not snitching.
Real quick. Wait, let me say this real quick. When you snitch and you're in that life, you put people around you. You compromise your family and your niggas who really deal with you. True. And you make them look bad. Also, your family members are susceptible to get that. If they can't get you, they'll definitely get people close to you. You dig?
That's
so if
true.
you're not about any of that shit, stay the fuck away from it. Don't ever, you gotta keep your mouth tight. Those are the rules. That's what it is, and that's what it's gonna be for life.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna ask y'all, how if they let this nigga out, how long do you think it's gonna be before he gets clapped for snitching?
He's gonna get clapped probably within about 5 years. But he will be
all these rats running around, that nigga ain't getting clapped. He's gonna be just fine.
But he's a visible rat. You don't think
did y'all see the
one at a time.
He's not.
One at a time, please. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll go since no one else talked. I said he's a visible rat. You don't think people are gonna try and make an example out of him?
He's a different type of
niggas going to jail. These niggas going to jail.
Why
kill that boy?
Why is his testimonials like public like that? Why isn't T.I. and all those other rappers snitch testimonials was never this public? Like why is it like that?
Probably part of the deal. He had to do it.
No, from what I understand, the Train 9 Bloods, they've actually been and they have been being investigated by the feds even before Tekashi became a member of the gang. Actually,
of course they was.
So this is just a better way to expose him. But he's a soft snitch. At least Alpo was kind of about that life. Like he will get busy with and let his thing go off. But he was still just a snitch with heart. Tekashi, yeah, he's a rat, exactly. But Tekashi, he's a soft snitch. Like he's just like a coward's bitch. A different type
T.I.
of
definitely ratted too.
A special.
Forget that. T.I. definitely told. Ain't no way in the world.
You got him on the stand. Yeah, T.I. ratted.
T.I. told. Ain't no way that hardware he got caught with and he was a felon. Nah, player.
Oh yeah.
And he got released like right away, right?
He did a year. He did a year.
Oh, but still.
Yeah, nah. Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said he got a better chance of getting his cheeks clapped than get clapped in the streets with these weirdos. Pause.
God damn.
Them niggas ain't gonna do shit to him.
All this shit just make me think about Boondocks. Watch that shit.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, he from the right place though. He definitely he might be okay in
fuck up, man.
Wow, come
That's how
on,
New York rides, right?
Stop
That's how y'all do.
Stop it. Wait,
You
50
mad?
snitch, 50 snitch too, right? Oh,
You
man.
know.
I mean, isn't he also from New York? That's your city.
Yo, who y'all talking? Hold on, who y'all talking about? Who y'all talking about? Tekashi?
He's talking about niggas from New York, man. Yeah, yo.
We talking about how New York rides.
They
You know how
stay
rabbit
telling.
shit.
How LA
Harlem
ride.
niggas stay telling.
Hey, If he was from LA, we can't even have shock jocks. Like, you know how y'all have Star and Buck Wild? Like, you can't have a Star and Buck Wild in LA. It won't happen. Never happen. We ain't got shock jocks.
You ain't in LA, dog. Can you stop blaming LA? You're not in
I'm
LA.
about to say, you ain't in LA.
Pasadena.
Speaking facts
Stop hating
about
on me,
LA.
North Philly. Hey, nigga, go eat a cheesesteak. Why you hating on me?
Yo, shout out to Savage Diplomat. He said, I'm not street, and I could see that 6ix9ine was not about that life. People tend to lose all sense when the money flowing. Should have kept 6ix9ine at a distance. That's a fact. And also Torrance Ingram, he said, New York do got a rat problem. LOL.
Oh shit!
Because look, in LA in the 90s, I lost so many.
One at a time, goddammit. One at a time. Damn.
I was talking.
I mean, if y'all hear somebody talking, please. God damn, we got to deal with background noise and talking over each other. One at a time. Go ahead, Candace, with the long ass answers and shit. Go ahead. Now she don't want to talk.
What was I gonna say? Oh, right. I was gonna say that I've seen a lot of cousins die because of like the gang shit that was going on in the 90s, the whole West Coast, East Coast, like all that shit. So
shout outs to
it's interesting that these new gang members.
Hey, one at a time, Hard8. Still talking.
I didn't know how she got long answers. Like 10 people in this motherfucker. Like, listen, this is why I shine bright, because I know how to say something and be done quickly. It's 10 motherfuckers in here. You don't have to talk for 5 minutes. Just say what you gotta say. Keep it short and cut it down. Know how to edit yourself. Jesus.
You got it, Hard8.
All right, thank you, man. Shout outs to motherfucking Master. He said, I'm convinced Ravish got cucked by a New York man.
Oh,
okay.
And shout outs to Jamal Lee. He said, T.I. told and spent a year getting woke knowledge.
oh
That's too fucking funny, man.
Oh man, I'll be playing.
Did y'all see the video when niggas saying that they caught 6ix9ine taking a shower and it was a rat soaping up?
Yeah, that video old.
yeah.
Nah, I didn't
That video
see that.
old though. That's an old video.
that's an old.
I never seen that GIF before. That shit was funny.
All right, so
Did you
got
just
one more
say
question.
GIF.
Yeah, it's a GIF. It's like a little video of a rat.
It's pronounced GIF.
Whatever.
My brother.
Yeah, it's GIF.
I gotta take one more jab at New York. What kind of real niggas here at Jim Jones is in his 40s? What real niggas talk on the phone the way he do? Like, don't no real niggas discuss shit like that over the phone.
Hey,
that's some New York shit.
Hey, you know,
what I mean?
Ravish, you talk a lot for a nigga that say they don't snitch, but always got something to tell on somebody.
Exactly.
I don't know,
Hey,
man. You might as well be from.
Let me address
You might
that
as
real
well
quick.
be from New York.
But check this out. I've been hit with charges, GTA and white collar crimes. Never told on anybody though. I'm proving. I'm proving, baby.
All right, I got some more topics to get to. I got some more topics to get to. Can I get to them, please? Thank you, man. Damn. Shout out to the super chat.
May you get to them.
Shout out to the super chat. Go ahead, Candace. You want to rap? Go ahead, Candace. You missed last week, then you got the raps. Go ahead. God damn. Shout out to the super chat. Bray MG, he said, Henry Hill is a rat and he was famous. 6ix9ine can still get out and maybe have a career that has never happened in hip-hop history. This era is sad. Good podcast. Also, we got Tony Wood 25. He said, I hear a lot of gangster talk from Dark Cloud. Don't you got a Nintendo Switch, fam? 95% of their games aren't even M-rated, and you light-skinned it.
Wait, what happened? Wait, what he said?
Read the last super
What?
chat.
You really didn't hear that?
Read the last super chat.
No.
Read the last super
Alright,
chat.
I'm gonna go read this shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to have
Read it,
to
you
go in.
light-skinned
Hold up.
kid.
God,
That's
damn.
cold.
Shout out to all my light skinned brothers, man, the beige brothers.
This nigga, when did I ever say I was gangster?
Gangsters can't like Nintendo.
No, they can't. Nah, they can't. They can't. Nah.
What if you're a gangster but you also like Super Mario?
No.
Hey, they got some gangsters that take it in the ass too. So
Super Mario
I don't know.
Super Mario is legendary, man. That's an exception. It's not the rule.
We all Luigi about that.
Hey, did y'all want to talk
I
about?
played Mario, but I was in the biggest gang in the world.
Facts.
Huh?
Switch Gang.
Oh, Switch Gang.
No.
Oh, Switch Gang.
Army.
Oh, Switch Gang.
No, Army is the biggest gang
you
in the
was
world.
making fucking biscuits and shit in the Army. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, that's your homeboy over there.
Who? Who you talking about?
Shot.
Yeah, who you talking about, man?
Oh, man.
Oh,
Nah,
no.
he my brother, man. I ain't gonna go at him like that.
All right, fuck you, Dark Cloud. All
They
right,
said this
nigga.
nigga got a purple heart and making cakes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout outs to Tony Wood 25. He said, "Joke Cloud, just giving Candace a break this week." And also shout outs to Lionel. He said, "Shout out to Ravish. I went through Pasadena the other day, saw nothing but mountains."
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about
Yeah.
Gears 5 low
Yup.
sales, man. Gears 5 has bombed as far as the sales go. Smooth, I know that hit your heart. Because Xbox has your heart. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, no. When it comes to here's the thing. We don't know the the American sales actually matter. The UK sales, remember, it doesn't really take a whole lot of sales to be the top 10 member. You could break records selling 50,000 in a week.
But them gear sales wasn't enough to make it number one, since you don't need
No, absolutely. I'm now, the thing is, I came in with the expectation that the sales were going to be lowest of all Gears games, given you got Game Pass and shit like that. So I don't know what to really think of it. I don't know, like, if they're like, trading in like retail units sold for Game Pass subscriptions. I don't know how they want to go about that, but I mean, it's sad to see when you see, like, you grew up, what Gears introduced over 10 years ago. That was still in my teen years, so you kind of see like the franchise, like, life cycle, and it's like, oh damn, so it is disappointing to that matter, but we'll see what happens with the NPDs, or we'll see how much they're gloating about it, what they'll say over the next couple of weeks about it. But games like Gears, you want to have, like, a long life cycle, you want to be successful. I don't know why, even if, like, people, I think the Game Pass numbers or the player base should have been higher. I don't think anything was wrong with Gears for it to be like the turn players off from it. But
what? You don't think anything was wrong?
All right. I get what he's saying. He's not making shit up. So what we're talking about is like glitches in the game. That's not going to turn people off from buying the game, because most of the mass and casuals didn't know about these glitches. So I mean, we always take shots at Smooth about that stuff, but the game has a strong foundation. It's also one of the best games that Xbox got that launched in a while. So to take shots at it, or saying like, like, we know why the problems are. We all have the game. We know what the problems are. But IGN's not talking about it. Digital Foundry's not talking about it. No one is talking about these glitches. Just us, the minority.
Yeah.
So I get exactly where he's coming from. Where I don't know if people are just on the stigma where it's like Xbox makes crappy games, so I'm not jumping on it. They're giving their games away for free. Mm-hmm. But I can't say that the game is trash and that's why it's not selling, because, again, nobody knows about these issues.
The game is not that great as far as, like, the story goes. It's Gears. I mean, it's not anything groundbreaking that people care about. It's the 5th goddamn game. It has a 5 next to it. Like, people, like, Gears was once a big deal with the first 3, but since then, it's been all downhill. Fuck? Nobody really cares about Gears like that. Everybody got it, played the story, and they done already moved on. And shout outs to Mook Gaming. Shout outs to Mook Gaming on the super chat. Go ahead, Nerd Soul.
For y'all guys, is this something that you think is just normal and happens to every franchise when it gets around?
Well, no, because you got Mario and Zelda that can continue to be like,
but there's something different in how they handle it.
Yeah, if the franchise reinvented, like what you see with God of War, then it can kind of catch another win. You see what I'm saying?
But if it's go ahead.
But you good?
Nah, people associate Mario, those games, to sales because they use that narrative as like, what else are Nintendo niggas gonna play? They don't get third party. So that can't be said over at Xbox, because everybody gets every single third party and they have their exclusives. So I don't know.
Listen, man, the story wasn't that great, despite what Smooth tell you. It was okay.
I think the story was awesome.
Okay.
Best Gears
story I ever experienced. The overworld levels were boring, bland, empty, boring. They were boring. When I got to chapter 3, I said I'm going straight to the objective. I'm not doing that running around shit I did in chapter 2 no more because it was no purpose. It was boring as fuck, and they could have left that shit out. You know what I mean? The game would have been much better.
In terms of story, I think 2 and 3 were way better.
2 and 3, 1, 2, and 3 is way better. It's not even compared.
Yeah,
it doesn't even fucking compare to me. It's just like it's okay.
I think
it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's Gears though. It's the 5th game. People like Gears has never been.
I think
this huge franchise except the first game.
I think people want more than just Gears and Halo and shit now.
The 3rd game was
people are just like, all right. I actually feel like people are just like, all right, come on, can we come up with something new, something fucking fresh? Like I don't know.
The 3rd game was its peak, and that was the last time Epic had it. So it is what it is.
No, Epic also had, but no, they hired people who can fly for.
Yeah, they did. They didn't do.
Oh yeah, Judgment. Yeah.
Judgment was alright. Judgment wasn't bad. It was okay. The multiplayer was bad, but the story wasn't that bad. But yeah, people. And listen, I was a champion of fucking Game Pass, but if it continues the way Gears is, I'm not for that Game Pass shit. Because the Gears multiplayer is bare fucking bones, and they nickel and diming you for every fucking thing. All the skins, all the good skins are behind a paywall, or they got that dumbass Tour of Duty shit that gives you nothing, dog. Like banners, spotting marks, and all that shit, paint on the goddamn ground. That shit is retarded. It's fucking retarded. And if they're going to be doing this shit, they can take that shit off of Game Pass, yo. They can get rid of that Game Pass shit. As far as multiplayer goes.
Now that we're on the topic of the Game Pass, do we feel that Game Pass is going to affect the way games are made from Microsoft?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because Jack Moon made a point on PSP, and they were saying that why should we care about what Microsoft is doing with their Game Pass games? For a person like me or a person like Kid Smooth, I would want there to be numbers because I want to know that there's a healthy ecosystem. Because if I go get a game on Game Pass and there's only 5 niggas online because no one is paying for the game anymore, that's the ecosystem of that is being hurt because of Game Pass.
Hey yo, shout outs to Lionel. He said for the super chat, when did the coalition take over Gears? That might be something to look at for the reason of a decline. It is. I mean, since they took over, it's been selling terrible. Like even Gears 4 sold terrible compared to Gears 3. It was horrible. Like it dropped. Like Gears just ain't what it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
It's not. And Game Pass is definitely gonna fuck up moving forward. It's gonna fuck up games, dog. Because Gears multiplayer is oh man, it's bad.
Wow.
As far as
I'm looking at
cosmetic shit go.
I'm on the Gears 5. I'm on the Gears 5 store right now, and like these packs are like $20, and then like iron shit, all the way up to $100 for iron, and I guess you get more skins.
I think so. Could this also be just something where like the market is shifting? Just isn't a game that really works in this kind of like, you know what I'm saying, atmosphere. Because I mean, because there's a lot of people saying like, yo, I'm playing it, I'm having to playing it, but then it also doesn't have that multiplayer kind of feel that a lot of people are trying to like get on now as far as like developers.
People played it and dropped it.
I think Game Pass. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And Game Pass. I was just gonna say, I think Game Pass is just making that shit more expendable. People they're not interested in it. They don't have the personnel. They just need to kind of figure out what they're going to do with the games. Maybe try to get Rise or something. Get a new flagship franchise, man. Get that other shit a break. But it's looking like where they in the beginning of the gym when we knew they were moving into like a service based thing. Mm-hmm. And here we have it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
And it will definitely be the demise.
I don't like it. Game Pass is a wolf in sheep clothing. That's what the fuck Game Pass is.
Yeah.
We getting some bullshit.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. I feel like
look at Gears, dog. Look at Gears multiplayer.
Look at the quality.
You're not
what's wrong
listen,
with the multiplayer? You're mad at the cost of things. Okay, cool.
I want to play as different characters. I want different weapon skins. I don't want everybody looking the same. And then all the good shit is behind a paywall. Remember Gears 4? You can craft shit or you got loot boxes. And you earn that shit by playing the game. Now, What do you earn? You do that tour of duty and you get a fucking banner. Like, come on, man, or a spotter or some shit like that.
In terms of, all right. So, do you have a problem with the and the fact that
I want to unlock
you
shit.
feel like you busting your ass and you're not getting anything?
I want to unlock shit.
I get it. I get it. But as far as the multiplayer and playing it, I don't see a regression.
Listen,
Ain't there what, like 7 maps?
When I play a game, I want to feel like I'm earning something when I'm doing multiplayer, or else I don't want to play it. I'm not earning nothing. What am I earning? I'm beasting and getting nothing for it. You know what I'm saying?
All I think Game Pass did is, increase the cost of the fucking little fucking skins and shit, which to me, honestly, none of that shit really bothers me.
Well, here's the thing. The thing though, Kid Smooth, if you don't want people to feel or have the association where they feel that Game Pass takes away the value of games, or people's just not going to fuck with Microsoft no more. Because if that stink is there, they're going to be like, if it's on Game Pass, it's probably trash. You don't want that type of stigma.
Hey, shout out!
I thought that was already there. I thought that was already there.
Let me get this super chat.
It's coming.
Is Damo the assassin? He said Xbox just needs to branch out with new IPs.
Yeah, that's what I was
they
saying.
got studios.
Like people want something new.
They got studios for that, so we're gonna see what they bring next gen. But if Game Pass is going to continue the way it is, like, okay, here you get the game, but if you want anything within the game, we're going to nickel and dime you for it. Then they could just go back to it being $60 right now. And if you want to get a skin pack, they want $50 for a single skin that can go on all the guns. $50.
Wow.
Bro.
And it don't matter that it's just cosmetic. I want to be able to unlock shit, and I want my motherfucking character to stay. Hold on, somebody alarm going off. They sleep. Drew, wake up, nigga.
Yeah. That's not me. That's Dark Cloud.
That was me. I set a timer for something. My bad.
Yo, this nigga baking cookies. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. It's not about just being cosmetic. You don't earn anything for playing. They want $50 for the good shit. And it ain't even that great. It's a static fucking skin. It ain't even an animated skin like they had in Gears 4. It's missing characters. It only got 7 fucking maps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Gears never launched with like 30 maps. They get their maps over time.
They launch with more than 7 maps, dog.
Bro, the older Gears used to launch with the least.
Yeah, because that's what map packs were like a thing back then. Remember, come on, like all the stuff that they're doing with multiplayer. Now you can't really sell map packs nowadays because it breaks up the community. Back then, remember,
already moved on.
That's what they learned over the generation.
They released a bare bone multiplayer, and people have moved on already.
Well, how is it bare bones? Because you're not getting the skins you want.
It's just basic.
No, it only got how many characters it got on the Locust side? Like fucking 8.
Like pretty much an example of all the Locusts you run into,
something like that. It's missing so much shit, dog, that the previous Gears had, and now they're gonna put it behind a paywall. You see what I'm saying? Now you got to pay for skins when you didn't have to do that before. You could pay for a loot box to get a skin, but you can also play the game and get the loot boxes. When you re-up, they gave you 3 loot boxes. Now you re-up, they give you a banner, my nigga, a banner. Well, at least for the first re-up. I don't know what's going to come after that. A fucking banner. It's like, listen, you ain't got nothing to play for right now on Gears. You get scrapped. What you crafting? A gay banner? A fucking rainbow bright banner? You know what I'm saying? Some fucking paint on the ground that you barely ever even see when you execute somebody. Are you even paying attention to that? A different shape that you spot when you spot somebody over top of their head. You get a different shape or something. Like, come on, this corny shit, man. This shit, everybody looking the same in multiplayer. Shit is gay.
I think another thing with the whole Game Pass, like, wouldn't the developers, wouldn't they rather see a shitload of people buy a $60 game?
Somebody shit static.
Yo, what's up with that mic?
She popping popcorn.
That's Candace.
Okay. It's because I'm on my phone and the internet is freaking out. I'm gonna try and join on my.
That's where you should have been at, Candace.
I was. Did you not? Y'all don't read the DM.
No, I don't read the DM. I'm trying to conduct a podcast. Why would I be reading DMs? Why would I be reading DMs when I'm trying to conduct a podcast?
Went out on my blog. I'll try and come back.
All right, please leave.
Roger that.
I like the Gears of War story so far.
Hey, yo, shout out to The Verge. He said, let Smooth talk. Y'all keep cutting them off.
I mean, like I said, like I just think the stuff that Hard8 is sharing his griefs about are like honestly like irrelevant though. Like I just think it's a little bit irrelevant.
You want to earn shit when you listen. A lot of people play all multiplayer games. They want to unlock things, dog. You don't have nothing to unlock. There's nothing interesting. If you want anything interesting, they're making you pay for it now when you didn't have to do that in the last game. See what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, I get it, but the thing is, like, I probably got a whole bunch of shit unlocked in Gears 4 that I probably didn't apply, like, to myself.
You know what I mean? All right, that's fine. But I'm saying, if you seen a hot skin, you like, all right, I need to get some crafting material to get that. I need 2,400 crafting material to get that. Yeah. Now they're giving you 5 crafting material at a certain amount of levels and shit like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap. I realized that when I was going ham on 5, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to play a whole lot of more games just to earn that, or I'm gonna have to put some money in. But I haven't. But I never played like Gears for those material items though. But I understand there's people who do.
Want my shit, and I mean my shit to stand out. Hey yo, shout out to Mr.
Honestly,
Heisenberg.
Back when I was playing it, I was playing for Horde mode with me and my brother and some friends all the time. That was pretty much it.
Well, there's still about that. Shout out to Mr. Heisenberg. He said developers will be less inclined to go the extra mile when their game is accessible through a $10 to $15 service versus paying $60 up front. I think it's going to affect us moving forward. It is.
That's what
and I hope Microsoft get rid of it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to say earlier. Wouldn't devs rather see a shitload of people pay $60 as opposed to however so many paying $1? Like,
if they have their own store to sell it to, like, you know how many licensing fees you probably got to pay. With Game Pass, developers are getting money up front by just putting money on PlayStation and Xbox. It's like some sort of revenue share they got to fucking deal with, but they can't do nothing about it. They can't protest it because where else they gonna release their game?
I would imagine they're getting less.
They
might be getting more upfront.
Bro, you know how much Remedy got paid for Control on the Epic Store? They got more by putting on Epic by exclusive deal Epic than they would have selling the game.
Pass though.
No, but I'm just saying, but it's
price.
But the thing is, that just thinking about that, like they gotta just as a storefront, they got what $10 million for that, right? Mm-hmm. They got $10 just to have it on, just so it's not on Steam but on Epic Store. Sure, it's still on Xbox and PlayStation. Imagine some of the money that some of these publishers are getting to put their game up front from Microsoft to put their game on Game Pass. Like it's not like they don't have access. Like people, they're not able to sell it on other devices. They can still sell it wherever they want, but just on the Xbox device, they can get it on Game Pass.
I think third-party games are 100% going to be fine if they're on Game Pass, because any money they lose by not selling games on Xbox, they will more than make up for by selling them on PS4 and PC or the Switch. I'm talking 100% about Xbox-only games. Those have to be losing.
They're not hurting.
They're going to nickel and dime us.
They got a parent company that's taking care of that. Remember, people working for Xbox Studios, they got salaries. They're not working on contracts.
If they're going nickel and dime,
they have a job. They're just a regular job now.
If they are going to nickel and dime us,
it looks like
I keep telling these motherfuckers that they don't want to listen.
If they're going to nickel and dime us, then they can do away with this Game Pass shit.
Yo, what up, Cycle?
Hey, let me get to the super chat. Shout out to Biz the Kid. He said a bit off topic, but character aging ruins most games, in my opinion. Example. Do more with OG Delta Squad or MKX where characters are dead and so on. Thoughts?
Yeah, I missed OG Delta Squad. Shit.
All right.
So, what? I didn't really hear the question.
Yeah, because y'all probably was talking. He said a bit off topic, but character aging ruins most games, in my opinion. Example.
Oh, he wants Marcus and all of them to say the same age.
I don't agree with that.
Example, do more with OG Delta Squad or MKX where characters are dead and so on. Thoughts? His question is kind of off.
I say just bring them back, not like keep them the same age, of course. Yeah, age them, but like have them be more like, inclined to do shit in the game.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the progression system.
I think aging can be really immersive if it's done right in the game. Like if the story really supports it, and it's not just some artificial look what we can do with the tech type thing. So.
Well, all right. Shout out to Cycle.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's room for.
Shout out to Cycle. Update from
Is it me or is it
update from Red Infamy? She said she's still in an important call, so we may have to get her next week. Also,
Hip Hop Gamer knew what was cracking.
Also, Kevin Hart is getting sued for $60 million.
Damn.
By the girl that the tape, I think the sex tape or whatever, the girl he cheated with.
Is this the same girl that they tried to fucking extort him?
No, the girl. No, that wasn't the girl. Yeah, it was his homie. It wasn't the girl. She didn't try to do nothing.
Yeah, but
is it that girl? That's,
yeah, it's that girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
her.
her. It's the
That's
one that
her.
he was smashing
And
while his wife was pregnant.
and is her line that the video got out? Because if it is, she's gonna lose this because
Yeah,
he's not the one who released it.
Yeah.
Well, she gave a statement through her lawyer, I guess when it happened a year ago or so, that she wasn't looking for a payout. But what this lawsuit to me kind of exposes is either Kevin or her was in on it. Not just the dude that was taking him, trying to blackmail him, but one of them was in on it. Either I think it was her.
Yeah,
It
because
would
one
make
of them
sense for it to be Kevin.
No, she saw it because she was like,
it does
he did it for publicity. So Kevin Hart ruined his marriage and like let his credibility take a hit for publicity stunt. Nah, B. Nah.
But look, I don't
Yeah,
think
that
it was.
doesn't-
See,
that
get
doesn't
this
make-
though. Let me say this real quick, nerd. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a freaky motherfucker. I like to record myself banging certain chicks,
Same.
right? So, and I just watching myself sometime. When I'm home alone, not playing no game, I get a couple strokes in. But I think when you're a celebrity, though, like that's at like another level. Maybe his homie knew that he was into that type of thing and manipulated the situation. But who's to say he should have never been in that? But go ahead, nerd.
Oh,
I don't see what he gains. I don't see what he gains. Like, say him being in on it, I don't see what.
Yeah, I don't see Kevin Hart.
From
He
that-
don't gain that.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that
nothing
shit
to
either.
gain, everything
yeah,
to
that's
lose.
what I was.
What would
say.
Kevin Hart gain from being
Like,
in on that?
First facts.
Like, what would he gain from being in on that?
Well, how did his homeboy know when and where to record? I don't think Kevin. You're right. I
Well,
don't think Kevin Hart
maybe
was in
his homeboy and that little fucking cricket looking bitch set the shit up. Like, I mean, they probably were in on it together.
Yeah, maybe that's
They just-
more believable
yeah.
than Kevin Hart being part of it.
They either completely orchestrated the whole thing, or in my opinion, like you said, Ravish, some people like to record themselves. He recorded himself. That was supposed to be a personal video. His homeboy knew he had it. His homeboy was looking for a come up, and that's kind of it all went from there. Because didn't the homeboy get arrested? So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if
His
he
homeboy
was in on it,
he already
would
had
not
a
have
come up.
gotten him
He's like
arrested.
good friends with a fucking big ass star. He got
No, but that's
Yeah,
what I'm
who put him in
saying.
films too.
People are
Yeah.
selfish. That's how.
Niggas
That's
is
why I
you know
don't
what it
think-
is?
crab
It's jealousy.
ass.
It's jealousy. Yeah, it's jealousy.
Absolutely.
His
That's why I
homeboy was
don't think he
jealous
was in on it. Because this to me is just pure crab mentality.
who was in
trying
on
to bring
it?
somebody
Kevin
down.
Hart?
I think the hoochie. I think the
I said I
hoochie was in
don't
on it.
think
Of
Kevin
course,
Hart
Kevin
was in
Hart
on it.
wasn't in on it. What sense does that make?
Don't make
All
no
right,
That
sense.
makes no
That's
sense
why.
at all.
Well, first of all, she shouldn't be suing them, but why 60 goddamn
Yeah,
million?
like,
Like,
what
what she
she
gonna do
Because
with 60
you got to start
million
high and get a
That
settle.
nigga even got
because
60
Kevin
million?
Hart is worth.
Is he even worth that?
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
even-
worth about. I think he's up there. He's like 100. But you know what it is? It's not that she wants the 60 mil. She wants a pay. She wants to settle for less.
So
Maybe a
she
couple
put that shit high as fuck.
Yeah, that's what.
So
Yeah,
the settlement can be worth
you go up high and then you go low.
Always ask for more.
That's like rule
You ain't
one.
gonna sue, you ain't gonna
Always-
sue him for a couple
If
hundred.
anyone's ever tried to sue a company, always ask for more.
High.
Always.
You always start
That's
high.
rule one.
dollars.
They said that his net worth is estimated
million, that's
at
a lot.
150 million. I didn't think he was worth that
Yeah,
much. I
okay,
didn't
yeah,
realize
yeah,
he
he's-
was worth that much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's rule one of negotiating, but it also seems to me like somebody got in their head and said, you can do it. You'll be able to get a big payday. And I
Yeah,
don't
that's how Chingy lost his deal.
Oh,
They had a family lawyer.
No, I think that wasn't that about a tranny? Chi?
You said what?
She lost his deal.
No, that's how. No, it started with the lawyer.
Some tranny.
No, but that was fake. That was fake. But they started with the lawyer. He
the tranny
got like a family lawyer, convinced him that he was getting ripped off, and he ain't even really know.
Yeah. The tranny shit was later on. The bitch lied on him.
Now, if do you think?
Yeah, she was lying the whole time. Yeah.
Do you think that if Kevin Hart wasn't like really pushing that family image super hard all the time, do you think people would have cared? Like say
no,
because you know if he wasn't like the Family Guy, I love my wife.
He was Aries Spears or something.
If he was,
they all be fraud. You know what it is.
In my opinion, it's the Tiger Woods thing. Like, I think people went after Tiger because he tried to paint this picture of himself as, like, you know, really wholesome. He kept to himself.
They painted that picture.
Well, yeah,
I hate the fact that somebody got to apologize to me because I don't give a fuck.
Hey, hold on. Let me get this super chat.
It wasn't.
This super chat. Shout out to Jamal Lee. He said, "This dude Kevin Hart's Jimmy is messing up his money. 60 mil. That's not good."
Who playing the drums?
Facts.
Yeah, hear that?
Yeah, no, the difference. No, Tiger Woods, his whole like unraveling started when his pops died. His pops kind of had him in check. Yeah, he was probably smashing a couple of porn stars, but just consistently smashing ugly white porn star women. And then it happened after his pops passed away. I guess he needed a friend, but that's a little bit different. Kevin Hart does have an image, but he does have a history, and he's left his wife for the chick he's with now, and he's consistently been proven to be a cheater. And you know he can't keep his sack in check, man. That shit is crazy. You got that kind of money.
Hey, y'all know,
man, you that short and you got that type of money, better go dick out.
Man, you gotta have some game. You gotta have his game. You know, where's Kevin Hart from? Kevin Hart from West Philly or North Philly? You gotta have some game, man.
You gonna go at Philly people now?
No. No, I ain't going at Philly. No, that's different. There ain't no consequences of going at New York. Oh, but yeah, man, it's all good.
I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago, or we talked about Kevin Hart, and I'm pretty sure we all agreed he keeps getting himself caught up because he's living a fantasy he couldn't live before he was famous.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what most
y'all know who the
motherfuckers want what they
was.
can have.
All right, what happened, Psycho?
Now I can say y'all know who the smartest deviant was, and no, he never had any situations come out, but he was probably one of the fuckers out.
Richard Pryor?
Flavor Flav.
Prince
for sure. Never heard nothing.
But women were actually into Prince though. Like
he was in R. Kelly, but they still.
But R. Kelly was R. Kelly was recording this shit and all.
Yeah,
and
R. Kelly was doing too much though.
Yeah, he was doing way too much.
You know, I think Prince might have just had what the others don't have, and he was probably just giving the women that he was with enough respect so that they were like, this is just between us. Because if you look at it, Prince always had like women in positions that they weren't generally in at the time. Like in his Purple Rain video, isn't it just like chicks? Like, and when I saw him live, he had like, what's her name? Sheila E.
He has the baddest chick. Prince used to be around like sexy. I don't know. It's known that he was like whatever alternative, but he had bad chicks around him at all times, and they were actually into him. They were into him.
Exactly.
Like,
this motherfucker,
Carmen Electra, Apollonia.
Yeah,
these chicks were into that dude.
One day with 4 chicks with her, and he smaller than all of them, right? This motherfucker is like 5 or somewhere around there.
He's like a bunch of 4, 5.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Savage Diplomat. He said, "Trust nobody if you got dough. Root of all evil." Yeah, he definitely. Prince had them bitches, dog. They was lined up too.
Prince was confident as fuck. Like, unless you saw him standing next to someone, you would not realize how short he was. And he worked them heels. Like, she.
Yeah, Prince was official.
It's one of the reasons they said he didn't want to do anything with Michael. Michael was a lot taller than him.
Well, damn.
Oh, hello, Red.
What time is it? Oh, shit, it's past 6 o'clock.
Well, we
were just going.
I got 15 minutes.
I was just going to get you for next week, if you was available. Hello.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, because we about to get up out of here in a second.
Yeah, hold on.
A heavy New York accent.
I'm New York.
All day.
More New York than Drew.
I'm from New York. I ain't got that accent.
How I get included into this?
It was just a joke.
No, Drew sound like he's from New York. He sound like he the Bronx. He from the BX.
He definitely sound like he'll tell. Yeah, he definitely sound like he'll tell.
Upstate New York, like that doesn't count. Like
I'm from Bronx.
I'm just playing.
From the Bronx.
He's from
He's from the BX.
You from Buffalo, right, Red?
Home of Malik.
Red, you from Buffalo, right?
Nah, I'm from
No, that's J-Man.
Oh shit. She from motherfucking. I thought, yeah.
My favorite borough is Manhattan, though.
Why Manhattan? Cause you a cop, nigga. Cause you a cop. That's why, nigga.
No, you know what? Hey, they get the money. You know, Queens get the money. Brooklyn's kind of known to be kind of rough over there in Bed-Stuyvesant, Flatbush. I had a homeboy. Shout out to my homeboy on Church Ave. But there's a special thing with Manhattan. You got Spanish Harlem.
Hold on.
All the black history.
Hold on. I just peeped something.
I used to live. Hey, hold on, wait. I used to live on 109 in Madison.
Hold on. When Red Infamy come in, now you want to start bigging up New York.
Hey man, why you gotta?
Now you want to start bigging up New York?
Shit.
Yo, this nigga's a fraud.
Red married,
This
right?
nigga's a fraud, dog.
We talk shit about New York.
This nigga's a fraud. Now he want to start bigging up New York.
You know, things to say.
Wait, hold on. I was just.
Yo, you know she married, right?
Yo.
Hey, I know she married. She with hip hop. But wait, I like Italian food. I used to live in New York.
Fam.
I told you that.
Nah, nigga, you don't be saying nothing good about New York.
Nigga, you never told me that
This
shit.
nigga frauding. This nigga frauding.
You never
Okay,
told me
so
that.
join. We was talking mad shit about New
Y'all
York.
hate. Y'all hate.
Who was
I like
talking
Italian
mad?
This nigga always talking shit about New York.
I don't know what they talking about, man.
He trying to prove he from
Anyway,
LA.
This
next
nigga,
time.
man. Yo.
Hey, we gonna talk about Antonio Brown real quick.
Nah, Robbins, you never told me that shit.
No, hold on. Rewind.
Hold on. I told you I used to live in
Don't
Spanish
try to
Harlem.
get cute because
Can we
Red
talk
in
about
here.
AB real
Don't
quick?
try to get cute.
We can talk about AB real quick.
Yeah. Don't try to get cute, though.
He's trying to
Don't
duck.
try to get cute,
They
nigga.
calling me lavish.
Don't try to get...
They calling me lavish. God. Listen, man. Look, I
Lavish
stand on
your
my
luck a little
sweat.
bit.
Hold on. So basically, he says he's from New York, but he's really from
No,
LA.
I'm not.
Nah.
Don't get it twisted. This nigga from Pasadena.
All right, listen. I'm
From the Valley.
From Pasadena.
Yes.
They claim LA every time you bring that shit up.
But listen, he talk a lot of shit about New York, but now he trying to big it up because you in here.
Wait, why we gotta do all this? Like,
Nah, you can't be from New York and then talk mess about New York, because then you're not a New Yorker. If
You brought this on yourself, nigga.
Wait,
He trying to claim LA all day.
First of all,
No, he's a Pasadena.
I stand on my square at all time. I'm from California. I'm from the LA area. Anyway, no, but I used to live in New York.
The area.
This nigga, he from Pasadena.
I lived in New York for. I'm from LA. I lived in New York probably. I don't know, maybe a year and a half.
You from LA? You ain't from New York, then.
Yeah.
No, he's from
Nah,
Pasadena.
hell no. I don't tell nobody. No, I'm not from New York.
This nigga said I don't
He
tell
said he
him.
don't tell on nobody. Oh, I could tell. Oh, we could talk about some LA stitches.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you been out here, right?
Oh shit.
Drew, never pull up. We got somebody about to defend New York. Let's hear it.
Hey, man.
She's been out here. She's been out here. Okay.
I go to LA every year.
Then you know we got everything on you as far as the location. The only thing New York has on us is the people and the transparency. You understand?
Nah.
But LA,
We got everything.
No,
We talking about.
The
We just don't got the weather.
No, you don't.
The
You guys
only
don't have
thing
the
New York
weather.
got on us is the 24-hour public transportation. That's
Go.
that's
Let's
really
go.
Oh,
And
shit.
Subway, you guys have the L train. Like you guys got, the
Nigga, the L train never work. Are you serious? You gonna say the L train?
That's why it's called the L train.
They got the L train.
I'll be
Yo,
back.
somebody on the expressway.
Hey yo, no doubt, no diggity. Yeah, who wants somebody on the train now?
Hey,
Hey,
let me get to the super chat, man. Slizzle said Kevin Hart is suing Kevin Hart is suing the company who sold him the car. What?
Oh, y'all niggas foul.
Yo, let's talk about AB before we get out of here, man. Go ahead. What y'all want to talk about, man?
I really don't care. I think he's dumb as shit, but yeah.
I think
It looks like this stuff is
convenient.
probably going to end up being true.
Yeah, he's stupid as hell.
He didn't rape her. Let me be clear. He did not rape her, but he did compromise.
Oh, you was there? You know?
Guess what, half-white nigga? Did you read the text? Did you read the text?
Yeah, I looked at that
I did read the text message that somebody
So you
sent
can
AB.
tell clearly that he didn't rape her. Nigga, in the text, he said, look, bitch, me and my girl played you. I busted off on your back. Like, he knew what he was getting into. However, that, when you do that, you got to stay quiet. Like, everybody's talking about Ben Roethlisberger, how he got away with the rape thing, right? But he kept his mouth tight, and he let the little, the pending investigation shit play out. He didn't text the fucking chick right in the middle of the fucking investigation, Drew. Yeah.
Drew,
niggas don't read. Nigga, Drew, you don't read.
You mean Melon? You mean Melon?
You never read shit.
You mean Melon?
Whoa.
No, my bad. Not you. Melon, my bad, Drew. Not you, Drew. Melon, you a smart dude. Why don't you ever read anything? God damn.
Yeah, I read that shit.
Yeah, he also came at Robert Kraft. He also took a shot at Robert Kraft for getting caught.
That was the dumbest.
Yeah.
AB took a shot at Robert
Yeah,
Kraft?
he did.
I mean, he took a shot at everybody that got into trouble, but still was in the lead.
Yeah, Robert Kraft, Shannon Sharp, Ben Roethlisberger, and then you had.
Wait, Shannon Sharp?
It's always those dudes that get in trouble and be like, look at
everybody else.
Yeah. I just think
got a
Uncle
point,
Shay is
though. He
going
did
way
have a
too
point.
hard.
Yeah,
Right
Shannon's going too hard. I don't know why.
Have a point,
Like,
though.
it's just unnecessary. I don't understand why he's making it such a big deal.
He's like taking it personal.
No, but no.
He
Listen,
is.
AB do have a point, though. You know what I'm saying? With these, especially Ben Roethlisberger.
I agree.
Especially Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, Ben did.
That's what I was going to say. He 100% has a point because didn't all this happen when he was still on the Steelers and nobody cared?
Yeah.
Nobody cared. Big Ben is also accused of rape. Nobody cared. Nobody started caring about this until he got drafted by the Patriots. So I think this is all really disingenuous. I hope he didn't do it. If he did, he deserves to be punished. But I just think the way people are coming at him is not about what he may or may not have done.
Yeah,
Hate to say this, there's a difference. Ben Roethlisberger is a white man. Remember that.
Like
and then
Brock Turner. That's the point.
And then also, this
And
nigga
Robert
AB was sending out these. This nigga's addicted to social media, dog. Like he did this in the middle of the investigation. The woman who did the painting, who's not suing him, he texted her and sent her back pictures of her children. Like it was kind of like in an intimidating manner. So that's why when word got back to the organization, they cut him immediately. You understand? Like Roethlisberger is probably guilty of what he did, but he shut the fuck up and he let his complexion go through for the protection. You understand? When you're black, you can't get away with that.
Honestly, I don't even think it's just about being black. I think this is about the bed that AB has.
serious?
No, listen, let me finish before you jump down my throat, please. I think this is about the reputation that AB has developed for himself over the past year. And now people are just taking every shot that is available to him, whether it's genuine or not, because Tyreek Hill was abusing a child. And as the last time I checked, most of the country considers that the worst thing you can do, regardless. And yet no one cares. The Chiefs are still the favorite. He's fine.
Ben Roethlisberger got multiple sexual assault, right?
Yeah, he does.
It's definitely a black thing.
But this is the difference, though, Candace. His accuser, it is a black thing. His accuser waited till he secured the bag with the Patriots. You understand? Because they knew he was running these antics to get out of Oakland, and then she filed the civil case. There's a huge difference. What you said about a year,
just said it's about the Patriots.
Yeah, but his history, this hasn't been known over the course of a year. His antics and what he did with Pittsburgh, yes. But as far as rape allegations, absolutely not.
I think the Raiders got the girl up to it. The Raiders put the girl up to it.
Stop
the Raiders wanted revenge.
Yeah, the Raiders did pay. I believe the Raiders paid the girl to do that, dude. Dumb.
The Raiders wanted revenge.
The Raiders probably put her up to it, but I don't believe that the Steelers didn't know about this. I don't believe
the Steelers. No, you're right. No, I agree with you. The Steelers definitely covered up some of his bad behavior. I mean, to be honest with you, when he came out of Central Michigan, he wasn't supposed to be anything more than a practice squad wideout, but he became one of the greatest receivers in the game. And therein lies the difference. You understand? But now it's coming out and all this shit. She waited till this nigga got the contract solid, signed, and then went after that money, that paper. Yeah. I don't believe he raped.
Hey, let me get to the super chat. Let me get to the super chat. Shout out to Michael. He said, I'm off. Good show, guys. The timestamp dude's going to enjoy this one. Also, we got Torrance Ingram. He said, yo, Melon, just talk shit and do weak research. Oh, yo, Melon just talk shit and do weak research. And also shout out to Terrence Ingram. He said, let's not get it twisted. AB effed up right now. Can't call this one racial.
And he did mess up, but him being, I mean, you can't be, like I said, I use Ben Roethlisberger as the measuring stick. That motherfucker, I mean,
he got multiple.
I mean, it was like 4 allegations.
Yeah, he got multiple.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, I agree with Shannon Sharp when he says that AB is a creation of the Steelers. When he was drafted, like I forgot who just said it, but when he was drafted, he was a nobody.
On Twitter?
No.
Were you rooting for him? Okay.
No, I wasn't rooting for him. I was using him to tease the Steelers fans.
Fam.
There's a difference.
You was rooting for him because you're a Patriot. Yeah, you was.
Okay, I would appreciate if you guys would look at my first tweets when I found out that he was when he got drafted to the Patriots. I was concerned because I felt like he was either going to bring us down or it could be great. It was going to go either way. When he got kicked off the team, I sent him a farewell tweet saying that I hope for your sake this isn't true.
You hit him up like you knew him.
Of the time,
Go ahead.
No. I when he played for the Patriots, and Patriot fans are typically we stick with our players no matter how short they were with us. Anyway, the point is. I do think that a lot of this, like whether he did it or not, I feel like the attention he's getting right now is more because of his bad behavior. And that's why I keep bringing up the Steelers, because all of this, 100% I believe they knew. And yet no one is attributing this bad behavior, attributing this issue to the Steelers. When it happened, when he was on the Steelers.
This is a grown man, Candace. This is a grown man. He's a grown man.
No. But when he was drafted, he was a nobody. People who are drafted as nobodies typically don't have like huge egos, but they encourage his bad behavior. They let him throw his tantrums and acted like that shit is normal. And now, kids who grow up getting validated, now he thinks this shit is normal. Yeah. So I mean. This is the
Hey, hold on. Let me get the super chat. Shout out to Slizzle.
Yeah, they didn't penalize.
Shout out to Slizzle 420. He said AB went on the LeBron show and called Shannon a coon.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Word. Hey, y'all saw what he tweeted out. Y'all saw what AB tweeted out this morning, right?
I didn't hear the super chat.
You saw how Meek Mill looked at him. No, you saw how Meek Mill looked at him. Meek Mill looked at him like, nigga, you crazy.
Yeah. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm done with the NFL. Y'all fucking, you know.
You said it with a blonde fucking mustache. Hey, anyway, this is a fucking grown-ass man.
Like, nigga, what?
Fucking, nigga, you a fuck. You know he a fuck nigga. I knew he was a fuck nigga the moment he recorded Mike Tomlin in the locker room. And Candace
I remember that shit.
Yeah, Candace is right.
That was after the Patriots game, after they got their ass whipped, right?
Yeah. Candace is actually right in that the fact that Pittsburgh allowed this type of behavior to happen. One time he went to Florida and just disappeared on the team, and Pittsburgh put out a statement saying that he was injured, but he was all on the Instagram with his kids and family and shit. So yeah, they babied this type of behavior because of his talent. And now that you reap what you sow, there's repercussions and consequences, and the Patriots ain't having it. He's out the league. I mean, and the irony is this, and I'll say this and leave it alone. The team that would have rolled the dice on him right away is the team that he just left for the Pats. You understand? So he fucked himself. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. The Patriots will take a chance on you, but they won't put up with bullshit. Like, we have lost so many talented players because they had unrealistic expectations. So I knew he was either going to work or he was going to get cut. So
you know what happened? Really this is what happened. The commissioner, called up Kraft and was like, he's like, come on, man. You can't let him play because pretty much he's like, do us a favor, drop this dude from the team. And that's exactly what happened, dude. They didn't want to, trust me. They didn't want to drop him from the team.
Hey, Smooth, let me say this so critical. Hey, Smooth, but you know how bad this looks? It makes the Patriots look, though. They just played him against a team that they could have blew out in Miami without him. But why even play him? Why not wait till the league? See, this actually puts a lot less pressure on the league because they don't have to hand out anything to him now because he's not on the NFL team. But had they kept him and not played him, it would have forced the NFL to make a move on him. You see? But now that he's not on the roster.
This just makes me think of Tyreek Hill. I just don't understand. I don't understand how AB is getting this much shit and Tyreek Hill is still a favorite. Like,
nobody's even guilty yet or anything like that. It's crazy.
What? Like, are you serious? This just seems like bullshit to me. So it's hard for me to I don't know. It just I don't know.
When it comes to black people, we are guilty until proven innocent. So
Tyreek Hill is black.
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't have any. He didn't cause the league any trouble with this baby. That's what the thing is. They the way that they work. You got like class clowns. You got your favorites. You got what's them hall monitors. You know what I mean. You got all that type of bullshit in the NFL. The NFL is a weirdo league. Honestly, I like football. I love my Patriots, but the league itself is just a weirdo league.
And you gotta abide, but there's rules and regulations, and you have to abide by that. If you're not willing to do that, you want to go at the owners of franchises, shit like that. Your dumbass is gonna be out the league. You gotta hold your own self accountable. This nigga's bipolar and crazy. Fuck him.
He definitely is bipolar.
He definitely is bipolar. He definitely needs to be medicated. I heard somebody saying that they think he might have like a concussion, or what is that issue that they have football players get? I mean, not a concussion.
CTE? You talking about CTE?
Yeah, CTE. Yeah, because actually, after Aaron Hernandez died, they said he had one of the most advanced, if not the most advanced, form of CTE that they've been able to see thus far. So.
You sure that wasn't Junior Seau, or was that?
I'm 100% positive I'm talking about Aaron Hernandez. I remember because he was a Patriot, and I was just trying to figure out how that happened to him, how his life ended up.
Yeah, was a Patriot. Yeah, he was.
Hold on. Yep. I got a super chat from Tony Wood 25. He said AB was cut because of his latest text. New England excused the known allegations and told dude to fall back. AB will beat this charge and get another deal. I just want to say before we get out of here, this is pretty much the last day for the Call of Duty beta, and we ain't do shit. So, shout out.
But we can play today if you want.
You say you didn't want to play.
Nigga. Fuck out of here. Y'all couldn't realize. No. When I said Saturday afternoon, everybody had shit to do. Everybody was all over the place. Candace.
I was playing the beta that day.
You was talking about 12:30 at night and all this shit. So.
Hardy, you said that you wasn't gonna play.
And then I said I was gonna take one for the team. Don't act like you ain't read that, did you? Did you not see that?
No, I
exactly.
didn't.
All right then.
Drew don't be in the DMs like you should be.
No, I didn't.
Fuck.
Drew, you need to be in the DMs more.
Yeah.
I don't be in the DMs like that.
You need to.
And Melon, you need to read more. Period.
I was looking at your tweets. That's
why. I'm on the West Coast and 3 hours behind you.
Yeah, I know. So
pull up today,
man. About all this extra shit. So it is what it is, man. We ain't no gaming podcast any motherfucking way. So
what about today?
No, I got shit to do after this. So I'm out. All right.
I hear people ducking right now.
I mean, y'all can play. The fuck y'all need me?
I played with Melon earlier.
Oh, how'd that go? Y'all lost.
Well, that shit was so goddamn bad, bro.
You win some, you lose some.
Champion was so fucking bad, bro.
Speaking of the joint, man, that ground war shit is a mess.
Trash.
That shit's a mess.
And if you can't beast in ground wars, you don't need to play games. It's so easy to beast in ground wars.
My damn PlayStation crashed a couple times playing that shit, man.
That shit been crashing too.
Yeah.
That shit crashed a couple times.
It crashed on PlayStation.
Yeah, that shit crashing, man. It's a beta, so what you expect. But that ground war is that is not the replacement for Battlefield. That shit is a mess. Ain't no type of the map is too small, no teamwork, camping galore. You could just easily stand in a window and just gun people down. It's ridiculous. One shot sniper rifles, no matter where you hit the person. It's retarded.
I mean, it sounds like it's just COD.
Yeah, I mean that's
like,
it.
Call of Duty is awesome.
That's it.
It is.
Yeah. I think the problem is mainly just the people who
it's the people who play.
Expected it to be something else.
Yeah, I mean, people had expectations. Silly them, silly us, silly me. You know what I mean? To expect anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, it's like expecting Madden
and I played it Saturday.
What you say, Cycle?
Before I was rudely interrupted. I'm saying I ain't played Call of Duty in like 2 or 3 years. I was talking before.
She always told me I was talking. Like, yo, this motherfucker Candace trying to beat everybody to the punch. I was talking before you. Like, she trying to go. Go ahead, Psycho.
I was just saying it wasn't nothing significant. But I haven't played Call of Duty in like 2 or 3 years, and it still feels the same when I crank it up on Saturday.
Yeah, it definitely feels the same. I had to get in there first so I could be talking first. It definitely feels the same. Yeah. Shit. I had to beat somebody. You know what I mean? She said I was talking first. Yo, that is too funny. That is too funny, man.
I thought you were talking about yourself right now, but you were trying to talk about me.
I'm definitely talking about you. I'm definitely talking about you because you was like, I was talking first.
One that said
you said it. I didn't say it.
You were the first one that said. No, let me finish.
Okay, you was talking first.
I said you were the first one that said that Call of Duty was basically the same.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it was going to be different because of the new engine and all that shit, but I was sadly mistaken.
Hell no.
It didn't do much.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty. It is what it is. That ground war shit is a mess.
What new engine did they get? It looked the same. It looked the fucking same.
No, it's definitely different. It's definitely different.
Right, I mean, it don't look much different. It's a new engine, but it's the same. They still got the same Call of Duty stank on it, so...
You said what engine is it? I don't know.
It's just, isn't it? I mean, I thought people already considered Call of Duty to be kind of like Madden in the sense, or any sport game. Like for the most part, no matter what, it's always the same. So it's just, I'm kind of surprised that people really expected Call of Duty to be wildly different.
I just explained why people had a different expectation is because of the new engine. So we thought with a new engine that would implement like a new play style. Yeah, just a new everything. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be a new engine, but it's still the same fucking game. So
if you let people talk, Candace, you would have heard that.
No, I did hear that. But if you would listen to me, like Madden has had multiple new engines, right? The play style is always the same, right? So ultimately, I'm still surprised because it's something people still should have known.
But it's different developers.
If you had listened,
it's different developers, right? So we was hoping that this developer would use a new engine differently, right?
Is this a brand new Call of Duty developer? Is this a developer who's been doing Call of Duty for a while?
They've been doing Call of Duty for a while, but we just thought that being that they got new tools, they would do something different. That's what we was thinking.
Thank you for proving my point. We can move on.
No, we can't move on. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're comparing EA to Activision. Or Infinity Ward. Like, it's two different developers. So we thought maybe this developer would do something different with a new engine. Right?
You said it's Infinity Ward, right? You said it was Infinity Ward?
Okay, it's still...
You gotta eat the last word.
Oh, my God. This girl.
They've made how many Call of Duty games?
Yeah,
crazy.
Listen, King Duck. All right, we still had hope. All we're trying to do is keep. All we're trying to do is keep hope alive.
You had hope where you shouldn't have.
What the fuck? We can't have hope.
I foolishly had hope.
I mean, I did say.
No. It's not wrong to have hope.
I did say silly
but
me.
It is when you should know better.
I did say silly me. Didn't I say silly me for expecting something different?
Yeah, so why you get
I'm not mad.
Just because I acknowledge that I was surprised that people had hope.
I'm not mad, Candace. That ain't something I do.
Not mad. Not like mad. But you call me mad all the time.
But you
so
be really mad though. You don't show up to podcasts and all that.
Everything above the
Nah, because I explained all the time, and you still be taking that shit personally.
Rabbit, stop instigating, dog.
And you're like, bro, why is she not here? I'm so hurt. And I'm like, but I explained to you, I am exhausted today. I don't know why.
Listen.
She's never coming.
You didn't watch last week. You didn't watch last week. So how do you know?
No, I didn't. But I did message you before the podcast.
All I'm saying is, being exhausted when you're just sitting there talking, like, are you using a lot of energy right now? Being first?
I don't think you understand the level of exhaustion I'm talking about, and that's okay. I'm glad that you haven't experienced what I'm talking about.
Listen, you're sitting down chit-chatting. You know what I mean? Talking first and long. So pause.
You're right. Yeah. You're right. It's no energy at all. You're right.
It ain't. Not that much.
Not at all.
You say you
not even a little bit.
Mentally drained. You just mentally. You didn't have.
She ain't had nothing for that Malik Yoba and that Breakfast Club shit. That's what it really going on.
You got it.
It definitely was. It definitely was.
You know I don't know how to debate nothing.
You couldn't debate that. You could not debate that. You could not
talk
debate
about
that.
something.
You
So
could not.
that's absolutely what I did.
You could not debate that.
Oh, no.
That's why you ain't show up.
You right.
You knew you ain't had no
You were
chance.
out super
You
scared.
knew you ain't had no chance.
Oh shit.
I was sitting at home with like my computer off and my phone off. Like,
You ain't gotta be scared. We ain't monsters. What you scared of? We ain't
ain't
monsters. But we know that you couldn't
I
defend
don't
that.
know, bro. Apparently, I was so scared to talk to y'all about that. Even though I did the week before.
She was definitely tweeting during the podcast, but she was so exhausted.
Oh,
she was definitely tweeting during the podcast.
Okay.
So you guys, you don't understand. Okay, it's cool.
Right,
You got it. You got it. I was
Right.
ducking.
Right.
Oh man.
You was ducking. I mean,
Y'all
whatever
crazy
King
as
duck,
hell.
you was ducking. Like if you're so exhausted,
right.
why
You're
are you
right.
on the internet? You should be
already
relaxing
said.
and laid back, getting your
Heartache.
your energy.
You are
okay, thank
right.
you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Borderlands.
Thank you.
Borderlands.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Wait, what'd you say, Drew?
No, I'm just saying playing Borderlands.
What about it? What did you say?
I said playing Borderlands.
Oh, that's all you said? Oh, I thought you had said something. You were cutting out.
You probably say that's why you was
That's why you was exhausted.
No, he was.
What was that?
No, he was cutting out, so I couldn't
He
hear.
said
everything.
that's why you was
I kept asking
exhausted
him.
because you was up playing Borderlands all day.
Actually, I wasn't. I'm still a level 7, which is where I was when I stopped playing with you, Drew.
Okay. So are you gonna be here next week? We don't have no gay topics. Just saying.
God damn.
Yo, this is crazy. Man.
I mean, I don't know, Hard8. You're the one who know my true motives. Why don't you tell me if I'm gonna be here next week?
You said you was exhausted, but yet you were tweeting and arguing and going back and forth with strangers. So it doesn't make no sense.
I really wasn't arguing with anyone at the time. I was tweeting. Yes. I mean, it only works when you have a good point.
I do have a good
but
point because
okay.
you didn't show up, but you was claiming to be exhausted, but you was on social media.
Understand, I'm not going to argue about this.
It ain't nothing you can
because
argue.
there's no
So
point.
it ain't nothing you can argue.
I already said if you want to be
It
right,
ain't, I
you
am
got
right.
it. You got it.
Why are you tweeting during the
Okay,
podcast?
good for you. Hard8, I will tweet you a gold star just so you know that I know that you are right.
Thank you. Thank
I know
you.
you do, bro.
I
I know you
appreciate
do.
it. Thank you. Okay.
I know.
Thanks.
I got you.
Now,
Yo, crazy.
you know what I'm saying? Give me my gold star. I want that. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now just so you know I'm not full of
Anything I
shit. Let me find you a
give
gold star real quick.
Thank you, Candace. Thank you. And I will
got
make sure
you. You
and I
don't
will
even
make
know.
sure
I
to
got
send
you.
a duck back. All right?
You do that, bro. You do it.
Thank you. Now, let's get to these outros.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And today we're going to start with the duck. So go ahead, Candace.
Hello and goodbye. Maybe you'll see me next week. I don't know. Apparently, I am a duck.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll see you next week. Maybe you. Okay. All right.
You
Go ahead, Drew.
Maybe I should do another tweet. I got to do the Harpo You Mad tweet
mad.
instead. You don't need a gold star.
What are you talking about? I'm not mad. I promise you I ain't mad. If you show up or not, I'm going to be
All
fine.
right, I'll give you the
if you
gold
show up
star.
or not, I'm going to be fine. You dig?
I'm not talking about you mad about whether
what
I
you
show
talking
up or
about
not.
then?
Hard8.
What are
Don't
you
miss
talking
the
about
point.
then?
Don't
I've
miss
definitely
the
missed
point.
that. What are you talking about then, Candace?
Yo, where's Miss Hard8? Come get this nigga, man.
Y'all saw a goddamn married couple in this motherfucker. Shit.
Somebody read this.
All right, shout outs to
God damn.
Brizzle. He said, Candace, why is your opinion always fact, but everyone else is wrong? You don't have to be right all the time. And also, shout outs to...
Okay, bro.
Okay, you want to answer that? Do you want to answer that? Go ahead.
I did already. I said okay, bro.
Okay, she ain't got nothing for you. You got it, bro. Tony Wood, 25.
You sure did, bro.
Now you want to talk. Go ahead. Answer the nigga question. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was responding to you, Hard8.
All right.
It's
All right. Shout out to Tony Wood, 25. He said, just end the show. Let Candace live. LOL. She couldn't help missing a week's show from exhausting. She was born that way. Tony Wood, 25.
Oh.
You tried, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Candace is cis exhausted. I'm done. LOL.
We're not You are not calling me, sis. I'm so serious. I will pay attention to the chat just to block you from this channel. Don't fuck with me. You're not gonna call me sis. Don't
did you just get mad? Are you mad?
Are you mad? No, I'm not mad. I'm being very no. I'm not being mad. I'm being very clear. I just want you to know. I don't think that's cute. I don't think it's funny. I don't care what you say. I'm not going to accept anyone calling me sis though. So
I don't know what that means.
That means what the doctor gives you. That's what the doctor gives you.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just a bullshit term to talk about people who are accepting of their biological gender. It's dumb. We don't need to get into it. Just know I'm not.
We already got into all this last week when you was ducking.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a good one.
You were here
that
last
was
week.
funny. That was funny to tell though. That was funny when Tony Wood got that one.
You were here last week, Candace. This wouldn't have happened.
I don't care. I know you don't understand, but I don't.
Let's leave Candace alone before she don't show up next week. Damn.
Yeah, you're right. You never know.
We never know. You know what I mean? You might wake up exhausted.
Wake up exhausted. Wait, what?
The fact that you guys are laughing at the fact that someone can wake up exhausted means you are incredibly blessed. And I am so happy for you.
I get it. This was still a joke. That's why we laugh.
That was funny.
I get that it's a joke, but it's only a joke for people who have never experienced that. So that's why I'm saying.
Gotta be all
it's not that deep. We're just
ain't
laughing.
that deep, Candace. You always gotta be technical. God damn.
Why I don't understand why y'all think y'all the only ones who can make a joke and a point at the same time.
Okay, tell me your joke so I can laugh, because I ain't get it.
If I got to explain it to you,
well,
that's
I ain't get it.
Really
I ain't laugh. Now make me laugh.
Hey, not everything is for everybody.
Well,
it's okay if you didn't get it.
So I'm good.
That's okay. You got it.
Thank you, Candace.
We got another super chat.
Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, calm down, people. Great podcast. Don't encourage her liberal rage. All right.
I'm not a liberal either.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it, Candace. Candace, don't do it. Candace, don't do it. Don't respond.
All right, go ahead, man. Let's get to these outros, man. Go ahead, Daffy.
Who the fuck is
we
that?
got too many nicknames. I don't even know who that
Daffy
is.
Duck. Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck. Y'all niggas, come on now.
Okay, go ahead, Candace.
Oh, you mean
go
me?
ahead, Candace.
Okay, I got you. You were trying to be funny. I didn't laugh. But, I'll see y'all next week.
Butt of the joke. I wouldn't laugh either. Okay, go ahead, Melon.
Just like you were the butt of my joke that you didn't laugh at.
Nobody laughed.
Yo,
go ahead, Melon.
God damn.
Melon.
Yo, it's Melon. Y'all follow me on Twitter. Thank you for Smooth and King. What is it? Nerd. Coming through.
Yeah, Nerd. Soul.
Yeah.
He said King Nerd.
Nerds. My bad. Hey man, my bad. Yeah, shout out to y'all for coming through. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Hey, go ahead. Is Smooth still here? Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
I'm
I
right
know you got somewhere to be. Go ahead, player.
Man, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for having me again, Hard8. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter if you want the fuck shit and support a brother stream on mixer.com/.
Help this nigga, man.
All right, go ahead, Nerd Soul.
All right. What's up, y'all?
I ain't hear anything.
I didn't
shut out.
It wasn't just me.
Yeah, I thought it was my mic. It was my headset. You got cut out. I nerd. So you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you?
All right, try it again.
Okay. All
right. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we got you. All right.
All right, word. Thanks for having me through. Good meeting all you guys. I'm sorry all the laughing and stuff. I know some feelings out there. But thanks for having me through. Big shout out to all you guys, DC, Hard8, Candace, all y'all, Kiss Move, all y'all. Thanks. Big shout out to the chat, all y'all guys clowning me, roasting me, all that stuff. Jamal, Magnificent Game, Antonio. Check me out, Nerd Soul, NERD, SOUL, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Let's talk comics, movies, video games, whatever. It's all good.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Melon.
Acceptance speech.
That's what I already went.
Go ahead, Cycle.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the guests, the chat, and everybody. I apologize for being super late today, but things happen at work, man.
We'll
Take care of it.
week,
Speaking of exception,
go ahead.
What'd you say? No, I was gonna say public service announcement. If your girlfriend or boyfriend break up with you, don't show up to their job.
Please.
Peace.
Oh, did that just happen to you, Cycle?
I'll tell y'all later.
What?
Oh no!
Always.
This nigga, man.
Hey, go ahead, Drew.
Check out my channel, Drew Games, and follow me on Twitter, Drew_Games.
Go ahead, Ravish.
Hey man, I'm gonna do this outro with a topic. I guess for everybody, fraud of the week was actually Black Baron, but saying that The Last of Us is not a top tier franchise, just so that y'all know. Also, everybody on this podcast actually exposed themselves, with the exception of the guests. Red Infamy is one of my favorite YouTubers, and all of y'all told on me. All of y'all snitched and told on me how I was dragging New York.
Okay.
Everybody
All right, nigga.
This
nigga, man.
God damn.
She go listen to the podcast. She go, you exposed yourself.
They told her on. They told
You
her how I
should
was
have thought
dragging
that.
New York.
hurt by that?
You exposed yourself.
Hey,
But you ain't supposed to expose me, exposing myself.
Look, you coming at New York, so I gotta speak up.
God damn.
Drew,
go ahead, DC.
Shout out to the chat.
Yo.
Man. Catch you next week.
Good podcast. Follow me on Twitter at DarkCloud25 or DarkCloud1983 YouTube channel or Final Dash Podcast channel.
Yo, go check out that podcast, man. I think I looked, there was 4 people watching, so go check that out. Get some eyes over there, man.
This nigga right here.
Yeah, I need some eyes over there. Hey, yo, shout out to the Conscious Coon Killer. He said, she this mad about the word sis, no wonder she ducked. Yeah, she ducked.
It's completely unrelated. You would think that me being mad about being called sis would actually mean that I would argue in your favor, but that.
Shout out to Life
You
and
got
Time
it.
Podcast.
You right,
He
bro.
said, is Candace here for the libtards? Who the fuck is that?
See, this tells me you don't follow me on
let
Twitter.
it go, man.
Hey, Candace, just let it go. Leave it
Yo,
alone.
Candace, you realize that people
They just
will
bait
say
you.
things to trigger you,
Okay.
right?
Are you guys okay? I have a question for you two, and it's a genuine question.
Candace, I'm trying to get out
Do
of
you
here,
pay
Candace.
attention? Okay, so be quiet. So,
Yo,
do you realize that when I don't answer a question, Hard8 will ask me if I have a response, right? So it just makes sense to respond right away. I don't care. I'm not mad. I'm just responding to save time. Good. Now we can go.
Candace, you know what I think it is, and I don't know what's going
Oh,
on.
shit.
Oh man.
I think you need to. I think what you need,
Ready to
what
go.
you need right now, and please try to get this done before next podcast. You need a proper dick
Uh-oh.
down. That's what you need.
I knew it was saying.
Oh my God.
I knew it.
No.
I would be
Don't
so
say
lost
that.
if you ever changed.
God
So
damn.
just do you, and I'm gonna do me, and we gonna
Please
keep
take
it
care of this
funny.
shit
I like
next
it.
week.
Let's do
knew
it.
he
Come on,
was
come
gonna
on,
say
guys.
that.
Come
I
on.
knew that was coming. I heard it. I
That's
knew
a
it.
If we
little.
knew Hard8, we knew that's where that was
Listen.
going. So I'm glad that we know
Well,
each
see,
other
yeah,
so
because
well.
see, I don't know. I
Listen,
don't.
man, that's what we
Yeah,
need. That.
I knew
It
that was
seemed
coming.
like a
As
little.
soon as he said, you know
It
what
seemed
you
like a
need?
habitual line
I
step.
100% knew that's where that was going.
That's crazy.
They said before get it done for next podcast. I said, oh shit, here we go.
I mean,
Yo.
like one of my favorite
I mean, it
writers
could
said,
help, though,
women are
Candace,
doing it
just
for
saying.
themselves, Hard8. I don't need a dude to do that.
No.
That
First
ain't-
of
nah,
all,
y'all ain't doing it like us.
You ain't doing it like us.
Listen,
Fall back with
whatever,
that.
listen,
You ain't doing it like
whatever
us.
you do it. Because we need some. We need.
You ain't never had the DC Twister, so fall back.
What the fuck? In the goddamn podcast.
This is a DC Twister. This is a DC Twister.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What the fuck was that?
I 100%
You
agree.
haven't had the melon clothesline.
Oh my
What the
god!
hell?
Go ahead. Don't
This
y'all
nigga said
ever
a
doubt me
DC
about what be
Twister.
going down in the chat. There we go.
Oh my god.
Hey, Hey, Dark Cloud. Yo, this nigga.
Oh, she knows exactly what that is. That's why we got
Nigga, what?
Down to the bed.
Don't y'all ever doubt me again when I tell y'all who DC is in the DM. Please don't.
Hey, what is that, like you and this chick rolling around in
This
bed?
weirdo names fucking moves and shit.
Hey, yo, look at this nigga. Hey, this nigga Ravish want to know what it is. He gonna try it. What's that? Hey, let me get to these super chats, man. These motherfuckers, man. Hey, shout out to Tony Ray 25. He said, we know who the fraud of the week is. No passes on AGS. Everyone catches heat. Dark Cloud and Drew didn't cry. Also, Torrance Ingram. She wants to be the smartest person in the room. Also from Torrance Ingram. She needs...
Is Torrance Ingram in love?
Let it go, Candace. Candace, let it go.
Y'all think he like me?
He said she needs that act right, though. And also...
You know what that act right is.
That schlong. She need that...
Oh, they putting twisters in the chat. Oh, no.
Yo, shout outs to Biz the Kid. He said, hands down, the best podcast on earth, laughing my ass off. This shit, hey, yo, this nigga always, man, listen. Hey, yo, ain't you in California, Dark Cloud? Ain't you in California, Dark Cloud?
What the fuck is that? Yo, like,
yo, hit Candace up, y'all do y'all thing, man.
Yeah, spinning around and shit like that.
Hey, yo, hey, y'all remember when Candace was trying to give Melon something and that nigga ain't take it? That nigga, man.
You gotta stop, please.
Candace, he was definitely scared.
I think I got it.
Oh my god, I'm not even. I can't even. I'm gonna just stop. It's time to end the podcast. We going on tomorrow.
I think I know what it is. I gotta ask. Like, wait till I get my dick inside, baby. Wait till I get my dick inside, and I'm gonna hold you, and we just gonna roll down a hill together. That's that twist.
Oh my god.
Hey,
wait, what you say?
Torrance Ingram. He said, "No, I'll pass. Just what? Enjoying the podcast, Candace." Okay.
Yo, remember she was. Remember. No, for real though. Melon was not trying to catch what you was throwing. What's up with that, Melon? What happened? Y'all don't remember that shit?
Y'all niggas crazy.
I wasn't throwing nothing.
Oh my god.
She really wasn't throwing nothing.
All right.
There was no sports going on. I'm just.
All right.
Like I said, you see what you want to see, Heartache. And that's okay, because that's what we love about you.
Okay. That's
y'all niggas stupid.
Have to do that.
She was definitely throwing, and this nigga Melon was not catching. All right. Anyway, we out of here. Shout outs to the super chat. Shout outs to everybody that hit the like button. Shout outs to all the Patreon supporters. And shout outs to everybody for having a great time, man. We just having some fun. And they really putting twisters in the comment section though. That shit is funny as Too fucking funny, man. Yo, shout out to Miss Hard8 in the chat. She a hater. She know to be quiet when I'm doing my podcast. But anyway, I'm about to go try this twisty shit. Hopefully I don't break nothing. Hopefully I don't break nothing. Goddamn. Hey, yo, Tony Wood 25.
Y'all don't get hurt, okay? It sounds like y'all had a lot of interpretations of what that meant, so I don't want any injuries reported next week. All right?
Tony Wood 25 said Candace is never wrong. That's why we love her. She's never wrong. And yeah, man, I'm about to go roll around on the floor. But this anyway. We're gonna see y'all.
Yo, you're really spinning. Like,
yo, we're gonna see y'all next week.
I know that's one.
I hate y'all.
Hey, have you ever did the twist?
I hate y'all niggas, man.
Hey, y'all know that's why Jesse going, right?
These Hey, he jumped in that white. Hey, yo. Hey, listen. Hey, he jumped in that. He jumped in that white woman DM talking about some twister, and she bounced. She got the fuck out of Dodge. She got the fuck out of Dodge.
Nah, Nessie was like, our relationship is a little bit too public right now.
Nessie was like, I'm getting divorced. I'm out of here. I'm dealing with some shit. This nigga hit her with the twister. Damn. That shit crazy.
Yeah, damn.
Her man was like, "Who's this motherfucker talking about twisted shit?"
Hey man, I'm not giving away the secrets. It's a trade.
Cycle ready to go to a bar tonight and try this thing. He ready to go to a bar tonight.
Yo, what's up, baby? Shit.
Hey, y'all heard of that twisted shit?
Hey, whatever you do, just make sure the bitch ain't got a sharp gristle on her throat. Just make sure that Adam's apple ain't there.
Oh, come on, man. A whole gristle.
Yo.
All right, we out of here, y'all. We gonna catch y'all next week, man. We gone, man. We gone. Deuces.